Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mage 20th Anniversary Edition Sorcerer. This is night 2. My name is Travis Legge. I will be your storyteller for the evening, and I am joined by a lovely cast of individuals who, when last we met, we portrayed a night in your youth, a night in your teenage years, a night of failure, a night in which something that should not have been loosed upon the world did in fact escape, largely due to your own incompetence and negligence. Does that sound about fair?
Yeah,
It's accurate.
yeah.
All right, fair. All right, cool. And now we will be rejoining these fine folks precisely 20 years later. See that last session, we're going to just go ahead and say it took place on August 22nd, which was, I do believe, a Thursday in 2002. And tonight we will rejoin our heroes on August 22nd of 2022. So please, if you would, tell us who you are, who you're playing, your pronouns, their pronouns, and where your character is at sunset on August 22nd of 2022. Let's start things off. Let's start things off with Lecco. I think you have the look of someone who has a very clear plan as to where you are and what you're doing. So
It's been an
please give us
20 years. So hi, I am Lecco Rodriguez playing Christopher Garcia Williams, formerly skittish teen, now filled with purpose and direction in his efforts to reconcile the challenges and failures of the past. He has taken it upon himself to repurpose Nighthawk Prep, converting it to a center for safety and reconciliation for those who are less fortunate and otherwise subject to the powers beyond their understanding, and those who fall prey to the forces of the night and shadow. Provides them with a place of sanctuary and recovery, rehabilitation if necessary. And worst comes to worse, and they are a threat to society, they can stay for a long time if need be.
I love it.
Christopher has taken his studies very seriously, along with making adequate use of his family's not vast resources, but with his burgeoning talents, he has been able to build a relatively stable cushion of revenue for which to fund ongoing research and the hunt for both the demon that was freed and any forces of darkness who see fit to prey upon Lodi and the surrounding area, with the help of his trusty compatriot, Kai, whom he continues to look after, not in a patronizing or paternal sort of way, but Kai represents basically the apex of potential danger to oneself and the surrounding area. And so he has proven to be a willing and thankfully, hopefully, receptive recipient of the ongoing protection and care that we offer at the center.
I see. And drilling down to the very specifics, what are you doing at sunset on August 22nd?
Well, sunset is probably an adequate time to dial in all of the any of the ritual protections that are in place, any of the binding wards that have been nestled. I'm probably doing my rounds, making sure that everyone is either in their places of recreation or leisure, relaxation. I would like to be checking on the volatile members of residents, anyway, the volatile residents of the center, to make sure that they are comfortable. And that's also likely when I'm doing my therapeutic rounds.
Excellent. And have you taken any time in the last 2 decades to learn a little bit of magic?
No, not
Or
magic specifically. However, Christopher has defeated his personal demons in a lot of ways and are using a lot of the opening and freeing of his mind uh to expand his horizons, if you will. So he's learned a few more tricks in his time that have helped
excellent.
him specifically with finding and predicting these incidents as they occur with the aid of his newfound precognition and clairvoyance.
I love it. All right, I will get back to you momentarily. And since you had brought up Kai, let's jump over to Kai. Kai, please tell us who you are, what you do, your pronouns, their pronouns, and where we can find Kai at sunset on August 22nd, 2022.
Gotcha. So hi, I am Chaz, he, him, they, them, all fine, and I am playing Kai, he, him. Kai at this very moment is probably out like at a park, at a mountaintop, just like somewhere where he can like be slightly away from the sigils. He's doing his probably like daily calls to everybody. He's not too concerned about calling Chris because he spends most of his time with Chris, like working with Chris. But he will call everybody else, like, "Hey, how you doing?" Just kind of just bothering them, but like it's his way of like making sure they're okay, they're still alive and safe. And then after he does that, he's gonna try to talk to some spirits, which is why he does it off the former campus, because the sigils, I'm sure, get in the way of that.
Sure. And are you practicing any magics, or are you?
Yes. So Kai was very upset when his friends got hurt, and like he watched it happen. And so he tried to do a whole bunch of magic. Like he tried to do hellfire and it didn't work, and he tried to do enhancement and he didn't work. And essentially he just like leaned into what he does, which is like talk to things. And so now he is a very proficient ephemeral hedge wizard.
Excellent.
Mage.
Excellent. Beautiful. I will get back to you momentarily as you are preparing your rituals off, I would assume, kind of out in some wilderness space
Yeah.
away kind of from folks. Excellent. We'll get back to you as the camera cuts over to our good friend Daniel. What is Daniel doing? First of all, tell us who you are, what you do, your pronouns, and then who you're playing, their pronouns, and where Daniel is on August 2022.
Absolutely. I am Gilbert Ramos. I'll be playing Daniel Ortiz, both he, him. You can find me here on the Onyx Path and on Rolling Nomads, but we'll get to that later, I suppose. Daniel has purchased a small home in just on the outskirts of Lodi to practice what he does. He spent the past 20 years learning from, still traveling, learning with the professor after he and both the professor and him got chewed out by Chris. So he went under his tutelage for as long as possible until he felt that it was no longer necessary. And at this point in his life, he would argue a master of summoning, binding, and warding demons. So this will not be repeating his past mistakes. It's about that time of year where he is in this moment in his home, testing his control. So he's probably in his basement, preparing to just summon for a brief few minutes one of the barons of hell.
Okay. And the camera pans away to a wall separation. And then last but not least, we come over and we see Pesto. Please tell us who you are, what you do, your pronouns, who you're playing, their pronouns, and where we can find them on August 22nd, 2022 at sunset.
Sure. Hi, my name is Pesto Mystic, she, her, and I'm playing Gray, he, him. And I don't know, for these last few years, he's just sort of expanded his definition of what evil means to him and has been sort of punching out people on a more regular basis, trying to beefing himself up for whatever fight might come next as he does. Yeah, I feel like around this time, he's still sort of a loner in a way, and he just likes to occasionally go up to the hill at sunset and just look at the city, like just like as far away as possible so it looks as pretty as possible. All that jazz. He lives in like a crappy little studio apartment, always keeps saying like, oh yeah, I'll totally leave one day. That's him.
Gotcha. So you're watching the sunset over the town. I would like each of you to please just give me a perception awareness roll at difficulty 6, if you don't mind. All right. So what did you get there, Christopher?
It's like it's thinking. It's thinking very
Ah.
deeply for some reason. Ah, there it is. 4 successes. Question for you. Is this something that like precognition would account for, or is this something else?
Yeah.
Just letting you know,
two-
like I have it at 3, so I get like the insight thing with the weird like visions prior to that or what have you.
Okay. And you said you have precognition at 3.
Yes.
Just a moment, looking that up real fast. Excellent. Go ahead and roll your willpower for me, please.
Target number.
Will be 6.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Excellent. You smell sulfur. You then get a very familiar sensation, like the presence of that thing that you faced all those years ago, distant but there. And then you're overwhelmed, like it's like a kick in the stones as you're hit with this vision of John being ripped limb from limb. And as his limbs break, you see like almost like it's intercutting. You see the spooky room, like paintings falling off the walls, and like the runes start to glow, like in concert with wounds being inflicted to John.
I will do my best to get my bearings. Does this happen like in a hallway? Am I talking to someone? Like, what's the situation for me?
You're probably like literally like looking at one of the runes on the outside door.
I will try to collect myself, leaning against the wall, and I will dig for my I'll dig for my phone in my pocket, and I will hit I'll hit Kai's memory number. He's probably like number 2 on my phone, and I'll just put it on speaker so that I can think.
All right. Kai, you're summoning a spirit.
Mhm.
How many successes did you get on that awareness roll?
That was a botch, I'm pretty sure.
Excellent. You have no idea that anything untoward is occurring. So you're using ephemera?
Yep.
Excellent. And what is it that you're attempting to do?
I think what I'm gonna do, because I think I do something similar to Daniel, where I just constantly summon to like get a better understanding of the spirits. I think I'm summoning some sort of wood spirit, asking them like, how's the health of the woods this year? How's it going? And then asking them if they've heard of a spirit called Lilith. Just kind of like casual conversation / interrogation. Yeah, figuring out some stuff.
Okay. So first I'm gonna need you to go ahead and give me a spend a point of willpower.
Mhm.
Give me a willpower roll at difficulty. You're just trying to get like a small fire spirit.
We'll say medium, not like super small, like something that could pose a threat if I were to lapse in judgment.
All right. And what's your, how many dots in ephemera do you have?
4.
Okay. So you could specifically reach out to like a woodland spirit, like the spirit of this forest to.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and give me a roll at difficulty 6. You're gonna need. Yeah, just go ahead and give me that roll. Let's see what we come up with here.
7.
7 successes.
Yep.
That is sufficient. And then some. So you are in the process of calling the spirit. What does your ritual look like? Like, what is your practice for ephemera?
So I think once I spread the candles, I based it on some sort of like dance. And so I just kind of dance, like take in the energy of the forest, and hopefully that will attract the spirit that I'm looking for.
The spirit of the forest comes forth. It's a small nymph, probably about knee high or so, appears in the center of your circle. It starts like grooving along with the dance a little bit. And then like as it's giggling and you're getting ready to just start answering a question, like start asking a question, simultaneously you feel your phone vibrate in your pocket, and the nymph like jumps and spins and hits the ground like it got like just uppercutted by something.
Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Go back, go back.
Oh, you're gonna dismiss it?
Yeah, I don't know what's
This-
happening, but yeah, go. I'm sorry, that's my fault.
It poofs out.
I'll look at the phone.
It's Christopher's number.
I'll answer like, Chris, what the fuck did you do? You like uppercutted Christy.
I need you to pay very close attention, Kai. It's back, and it's after Nighthawk. Warn Daniel, get a hold of Gray, and convince them to meet us at the center as soon as possible. I believe the wards may be under assault, so I need to address the dark room.
I'm on it. I'll be there in like 45 minutes with them.
I hang up, and I go to the dark room.
All right, I'll be with you in a minute. Daniel, how many successes did you get on that awareness roll?
Oh, that was 3 successes.
Excellent. As you're lighting the candles, you feel a presence in the room with you. There's already a demon present. It feels familiar but off. Familiar but different somehow. Like a scent you can't place or a taste from a very powerful, potent memory, but you just don't know what it's from.
Gotcha. Question for the story guide. I guess that's more permission than anything. After what had happened and after continuously learning and whatnot, I think ignoring wards probably would have been a bad idea. So would he have a ward up against?
Sure.
Would it
go
be
ahead
all
and-
right? All right.
Go ahead and give me what are you warding against specifically? Just a general ward versus demons?
Yes. So this was they use duration and strength for warding.
Okay.
I would have it really depends on what you say here, but the 1 through 5 is a few minutes, one scene, a day or two. Number 4 is a couple of weeks, and then 5 is several months. So it's
I would
really
assume you'd keep your words on a month. I'm assuming you're not spending your days like
Yeah.
daily refreshing awards. So why don't you go ahead and give me a roll at difficulty of 9 and see how you pull off for your summoning, binding, and warding.
understood. There's a lot of dice. I'm excited. What was the difficulty? I'm sorry.
9.
Oh shit. Okay. Let's see. That would be 3 successes.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, and so your words, as far as you know, your words are up. But you definitely feel that presence. And in fact, you smell like a perfume.
You're not supposed to be here yet. I'll look around the room.
I'm not who you were calling. You see a woman, looks like she's probably in her mid-20s, kind of waifish, short dark hair, bleeding out of her eye sockets.
You aren't who I'm calling, but you made the
No.
mistake of showing up anyway.
I'm an old friend and we need to talk. Friend's probably a stretch.
This is a familiar but kind of different feeling, yeah?
Yeah.
You have 30 seconds.
Okay, we can continue talking here and I can continue to bleed out of my eyes, or we can go outside where I can explain to you why you and I need to go save your old teacher's life.
After you.
Or okay, cool. She walks out, grabs like a paper towel off the roll as she walks through your kitchen and starts dabbing her eyes.
I'll follow behind her. Kind of keeping my guard up. Just keeping my guard up.
Excellent. Were you calling people or were you just showing up over at people's places?
Showing up.
Right. You two walk outside and she turns to look at you and says, we have a lot of catching up to do, but the short version is I strongly believe that John is going to die. I strongly believe it's going to be tonight. And I strongly believe that my former associates who are currently still locked up in your basement, or your old basement, will escape.
Because of his death.
Yes, and I would like to stop that if we could.
Why does that interest you?
Lots of reasons. Do we need to run down? I would have thought you'd just be on board for this.
I'm on board for stopping it. I would like to know why you are. I don't, no offense, but you don't exactly inspire trust.
You know I had the drop on you in there, right?
You think you did?
You expecting company? Car rounds the corner.
I wasn't, but it's more pleasant than present company.
Okay, you pull up.
Daniel, it's back. Get in.
It?
That? Why is her eye bleeding?
Oh, is it still? I'm sorry.
Kai, we have a visitor.
Okay,
Old
but like
associate.
things are happening. Chris says we need to get back. So can you explain this in 2 seconds or less? Because we got to go and get Gray.
No, but I can explain in the car.
Sure, get in. Let's go.
I'll take the back seat and I'll sit directly behind her.
No peel off to Gray's house.
She pulls a pistol out from under her coat and hands it back to you.
I'll gladly take it.
Says those bullets were blessed. If it'll makes you feel better.
Oh, it does. And I'll put it right up to her temple while we ride.
Point it away from me. Like I don't want to like.
Yeah, if you shoot me in the head right now, you're taking out the driver. We're all
I'll flip to the other side.
there we go. That's a little better. Where are you going next?
Me? We're just getting somebody else. It's fine.
Okay. So you're going over towards Gray's place?
Yeah, straight to Gray's.
Gray, how many successes did you get on your perception and awareness roll?
None.
All right, excellent. You're just watching a beautiful night. And then you see a car coming up the drive. As you're driving up, she says, I'm not exactly sure how, but I know that John is somehow tied to the wards that are keeping all those demons locked up. Why does it interest me to stop them? For a lot of reasons. One is that I don't think they would like me much anymore. Two, they're, without getting too heavy into the metaphysics stuff that I'm sure you probably can't wrap your head around, the longer we are exposed to the world in a raw form, the more foul our temper gets.
Daniel, did you summon?
I didn't.
All right, too much
No,
thinking. Keep driving.
I'm here, believe it or not, this lovely meat chariot is a willing participant.
I've seen weirder.
Explain what you mean by they wouldn't like you anymore. Last we saw you, you were very much an agent of their will.
Yeah, I was a little tormented. Sorry about that. And I stayed that way for a while. And then I met Maggie. And some things changed.
Had a little come to Jesus, did you?
Well, no, not Jesus, Maggie, actually, but still not sure I buy that whole bit. Matt God doesn't seem like a self-sacrificing type. Anyway, my point is when she and I, when we became us, when we became me, I'm still a little fuzzy on how all this works. I started to see the world in a different way.
Color me convinced. Good luck convincing our other associates.
Well, I mean, whether I convince you or not doesn't matter a whole lot. What matters is that we stop this from happening. About that time, the car pulls up to Gray. Like Gray, you're like on your stoop. Like you're walking back down to your apartment, like and basically meet this car as they pull up. And you see two familiar faces and a young girl you've never seen before.
Oh man.
Gray, I know you
Uh.
like your privacy, but I'm going to have to hopefully insist that you get in this car because it's back.
Hopefully it's this.
I mean,
Also,
it-
Grace, say hello to it, and I'll just poke.
yeah,
That's who you are?
it becomes very clear to you at this point that he's holding a gun to this woman's head.
All right. I'm just gonna grab my sword really quick and then hop in the car. Whatever.
Right.
It's just it feels right.
You go grab your sword. She looks at you and says, "You just now picking that up? I thought you were like an empath or something."
Yeah, I am. When I don't think everyone in the fucking world's gonna die, or when I don't realize I'm driving next to the person who literally tried to kill my friends. But we'll deal with that later. We have shit to deal right now.
Right. I mean, like, sorry.
Yeah, that'll fix it.
Sure. Sorry. Look, I wasn't me. I was myself. I've changed.
And like we can hash all this stuff out, but like right now we got to get you back and trust the person who tried to kill us to stop the other people trying to like. There's a lot of shit happening right now. My job is to get us back to my hub. That's it.
Great. Gray, you come out. You've got your sword. Are you doing anything else while you're in the house?
Yeah, just grabbing some crackers for a snack later, but that's about it.
All right. You grab your sword and crackers and you hop out into the car. She says, "Are you going to hold that gun to my head this whole trip?"
The entire trip. Probably once we get out of the car as well.
Okay. Do me a favor. Don't hit any potholes.
Yeah, let's not have a
I'm going to
Pulp
look for
Fiction
as many
situation.
potholes as I can find.
I will practice trigger discipline.
And I'll probably call Chris once I figure out what's happening and be like, hey, Chris, buddy, we're all here, including one other person. Just wanted to give you a heads up before we show up.
Depending on what's happening in the basement, there's a really good chance that goes to voicemail.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really sure what's happening. Travis hasn't gotten back to me yet, but I'm going to
Sure,
assume
sure.
not able to answer.
Yeah.
It goes directly to voicemail because there's no signal where you're at right now.
Okay.
So as you go down there, you see the door is ajar when you arrive down there.
Okay, so I did pick up a level 3 artifact, and what I'm hoping it is so it says in here, right? Like you can get a sort of ghost slang. Mine isn't for demon slang. What I want it to be is a tanto of like demon paralyzation. That's really what I'm going for.
Okay, so something that'll just
Like if I stick it, as long as the blade's in there, it derps. You know what I mean? Like
sure, yeah, absolutely, like almost like the swords in Silent Hill 4.
yeah, something like that. That's
Okay,
but it's very, very short.
okay, yeah, absolutely, I'll allow it.
Yeah, I definitely pull that thing before I slide into that room, and I will
You
go
c-
in with my eyes closed and my ears and mind open.
You also hear humming inside. You're opening your mind, so are you? Does that allow you to detect thoughts in there?
Yeah, I'm looking for presences.
All right, and that's a telepathy, right? And
Yeah.
that's what does that fall under? You're just doing sensing surface thoughts, right?
Yep.
So that's willpower at 4.
Malevolence. We're looking for naughty things that should not be in here. Many successes, 8 successes.
Excellent. To call what 5 of the 6 entities that you sense in the room minds would be generous. It's not so much a collection of thoughts as it is 5 individual torture reels, basically.
Okay.
Like you're just seeing each of them. One of them is literally like crawling through a pile of human beings, just flaying their skin off with its claws as it makes its way through the screaming mass of flesh. One of them is just skip roping with entrails that are still attached to 2 people who are screaming. They're all just really in these just sort of torture porn gag reels, effectively running in these 5 heads. And the 6th person that you sense in there, you sense almost pure bliss with just a little bit of, like a little taste of guilt. And that definitely feels much more human. And that definitely has much more like cohesive thoughts in it.
Now all this is happening. So this
is all before you get to the, like, as you're coming up to the door.
Sure. So I guess
you
my
see a little bit of light flickering out of the door. You can hear a little bit of humming.
How confident am I if the wards in there break? The door is kind of like the last defense here, right?
Yeah.
So I can't do anything about the wards breaking.
As far as you know, no.
Because I'm not a magician. So I don't do all that. So what I will do is, knowing that, are there any victims in there? Or is it just all these kind of zany characters?
Well, it seems to be 5. You're pretty sure it's 5 demons and a human in there.
But the human wants to be there.
Yes.
Okay. I will gently pull the door closed, staying outside. I'm not going in there without backup because I am not an idiot. And my job is to protect these people. So as I do so, I will send an impulse to Hyacinthia Immaculata the Voracious, who is likely chilling out in the node because that's where she is now.
Right.
To lock this place down and wait for the others and bring them to the basement as soon as they arrive.
Well, how am I supposed to bring them to the basement if I do a lockdown? Like, I can't let them in. They can't get in, can't get out. You don't know how to shut that thing off. I don't know how to shut that. That thing goes on, it stays on until the sun comes up.
I trust you to be smarter than this. Have a
Well-
Snickers. Have a Snickers. Think it through. Let them in.
Okay. You got it, boss. You doing anything else, or are you just awaiting?
I
their arrival?
am being mindful of, like, I'm trying to basically zero in on where they are in the room, and I am bracing for them to come to the door, as this is the way out.
Those consciousnesses, aside from the very clearly human consciousness, they don't seem to have like a physical, like you can't pinpoint them in the room.
Okay.
It's as if they are the room.
Well, then that person, I believe, needs to give me some answers. So we are going to dig a bit deeper and find out what they want and what they're doing here. So we'll see if I
Sure.
can ask those questions.
Sure. Are you going just at 2, or are you going to go deeper?
We are going deeper.
Okay. Like 4?
Like 3 is questions, right? Just making sure, I think. These deeper thoughts are laid at previous levels of success, allows for a single question that's answered by the target. Yeah, I'm not
Right,
looking
and
for
it's-
subconscious. We're not going that far. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So your difficulty is 6. Drop a will.
Mhm.
Give me a willpower roll.
Seven.
Nice. Yeah, you have 7 questions. Ask away.
Who are you?
I'm Randolph. You recognize when that answer, you recognize that mind as it responds. Randolph is one of the people who's come here for help. Fellow who hit some hard times, lost his family, had some problems with pills.
What are you doing in the scary room, Randolph?
I'm not scared. This room is beautiful. They've promised to give me everything. I just had to deliver a message, and they've made good on it. I can't feel the pain anymore. It's all bliss.
What have you done, Randolph, for them?
I just went and visited a guy in prison, told him what was going on. That's all. Just told him that the others were going to get out soon. I didn't have to hurt nobody. I didn't have to do nothing.
Who did you go see in prison, Randolph?
This guy, his name was Max Darabont. That is the name of the homeless fellow. They wanted him to know they were coming.
Are you alone in your mind, Randolph?
No, it's beautiful here. I'm surrounded by angels.
Enjoy it while it lasts, Randolph.
Okay.
I just kind of gave him a mental pat on the head. And he's a little beyond reach right now. I'll keep tabs on him while I wait for backup.
Backup arrives. Are you coming in like a bat out of hell, or are you like driving? Are you like observing, traffic laws?
I don't think I do that when I'm not in crisis. Yeah, no, we're just going straight.
You come zipping in. As soon as you like screech to a halt in the parking stall, Cindy lands on the hood.
What? Hello?
She nods with her head and starts heading for the door.
All right.
I'll get out of the car, and I'm not letting her in that school without Chris's permission. So I'll give him a call.
She says, if those doors close with me out here, I'm out here for the rest of the night. You know that.
They close within while you're in them, and we don't know your actual intentions. Then we're stuck with you.
You have a gun filled with blessed bullets. What else do you want?
I mean, we don't know it's blessed bullets. You should shoot her and then see if they're actually blessed. And then
I'm
I
taking
believe.
your word for that as well.
She puts her hand over the barrel or moves her head out of the way.
Do it.
I'm taking the shot.
Yeah.
I'll dial Chris as I fire.
You hear your phone ring and then you hear like a pop outside.
So glad this isn't a school anymore.
She starts screaming, "Oh, mother of Jesus! Oh my God!"
Oh, come on now. You don't believe in Jesus.
Flay your skin off.
Yeah, yeah.
Her hand's on fire. She starts like patting it out. Oh my God. Oh.
I
You could be
will-
a good actor. I want to like get in that mind to see if there's actual pain.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah.
again, I can't really answer right now because I'm standing outside a door and I don't know if these things can hear me. So I'm going to hit the like auto refuse and send like one of the kind of canned messages.
Mm,
Mhm.
It's like, you know, can't talk now. Call you back later.
Are you using telepathy?
No, because I'm watching the room.
No, not you. I'm sorry. Kai, are you using telepathy?
No, I want to vampire her.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Um,
what emotions do we got there?
sure. Are you just using tap energy?
That's like the number one, right? Yeah, just to like.
All right. Go ahead and give me a willpower roll. Spend a will to activate.
Holy
Well-
crap! What's the?
4.
I will send
One, two,
Daniel an
three, four,
emoji
five,
response of a
six,
gun with a
7.
question mark next to it.
I'll text him back a gun and then the little devil face. That's about it.
How many successes did you get there, Chaz?
8.
You sense 2 very distinct sets of emotions in this mind. They're 2 sets of fear, but they taste very different.
Oh, that tastes so good.
One of them is like it's almost detached and it's almost chastising. Like it's fear, but it's also like resentment a little bit,
Mhm.
but not like you would expect an imprisoned consciousness so much as you get the distinct impression that one of the minds in there is very disappointed that its hand has been hurt.
Right. That's fair.
The other one is barely contained panic and rage right now.
That is some of the best fare I've tasted. Why would you give us blessed bullets? You're dumb. Come on, let's go. We got stuff to do.
I'm gonna let's have you use that rage real quick. Why don't you just tell me how my wards are holding up?
The words, what, here?
Storyteller question. Is
Yeah.
it possible to just ward myself, or does it need to be a
Words generally need to be
Gotcha.
stationary.
understood?
You could have if you have like a tattoo on you of a word, that's fine. Let's roll it.
Awesome. I'll have just
You
a
get a
circular
little devil's trap on your shoulder.
little neck tattoo. What's the difficulty?
It's ward versus demons. Your difficulty is going to be 9.
That's more like it. You got 4.
All right. Yeah. So you're rocking. Make a note. You've got a 4 success ward against demons tattooed on you. So that probably won't be trying to make out with you anytime tonight.
Oh,
She squeezes her wrist and you see the fingers grow back. That's good. That's way more costly than I wanted it to be.
Well, appreciate your honesty. I'm sure Christopher will as well.
We should have done it in front of Christopher. He's not gonna believe it. We gotta do it again. I
Who do
get
you
ready.
think's getting the gun when we get inside?
She says we can burn through all my power doing parlor tricks tonight. That's fine, and then you'll have out of juice demon on your side when all this goes down. If that's
We've
what
had
you
20
want,
years
cool.
to let your actions fester. It's gonna take a little more than one gunshot, but we'll deal with that.
Okay, that's fair. Totally fair.
I'll check how many bullets as we walk. are
Is your
left.
friend okay?
Great.
She points at Gray.
Yeah, Gray's
Strong
great.
silent type.
Gray
I
loves
just
to talk.
stare blankly.
Honestly, like Gray is the most chatty person here. I would talk to him. Just like really, if you want to win our trust, get in a good conversation with him. And then I'll kind of like snicker at Gray and then run away to Chris.
As soon
Urge
as
to
you,
attack you. Sorry.
what was that? What were you saying?
I said the urge to attack him.
Oh, that's fair. As soon as you're inside, the door shuts and the wards kick on. Christopher, they come in.
I will kind of step out of the, I guess, whatever the stairway going down into the dark room is.
Mhm.
And I will hold up like a hush finger. And I will approach them kind of quietly.
You see the woman is like visibly sweating.
Gun still hasn't left her back.
I don't really have time for visitors. Who's this?
Hi, Chris. Love what you've done with the place.
Take a wild guess.
You
Think
can call,
back.
you can call me Mag.
You.
Sort of.
So while I'm talking to I'm going to start talking to my friends, but as I do, I sticker. Like right in the gut.
Just punch her.
No, I sticker with the knife right in the gut. And I leave it there while I talk to my friends.
All right, go ahead and make a dexterity and melee.
So I took a Tanto hoping I could use martial arts since I didn't take any
Oh,
additional brawl or anything.
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you. Difficulty on a stick.
Your difficulty is 6.
Okay. That's only 4.
Right, yeah, you clock her right in the gut. She doubles over and is stuck.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like obliterate the thing. I am, again, I'm going more for a flesh wound, but I'm trying to, if this is Magira, right? That's what I'm thinking at this point, and they kind of signal that. I'm hoping that this at least hold it still.
Seems to be.
Before I ask you why that thing's in here, we actually have bigger matters to concern ourselves with, and it's that there are 5 that I can count in the basement that are trying to get out, and they've already claimed 1 victim, 1 resident here. They sent him to speak to our friend at the prison, the one that you sent there for murder. I point at the demon that's on the floor. So unless you want to eat this thing, you're going to play nice and give us answers.
I'm gonna hand Chris the gun.
I will remove the knife.
It's a 6-shooter. It's got 5 bullets left in it.
Guns aren't really my fare.
And you pull the knife out?
I pull the knife out and I wipe the blood off on my pocket square.
She just looks down at it and says, I'm just going to let that go for now. I'll fix it in a minute. I'm sure you have questions.
Why have you come back?
To help.
With a problem that you created?
Well, I mean, really the Arcanum created and then your buddy created afterward. I just took advantage of it. Ow.
So these things are out to kill Nighthawk.
No, Nighthawk's gonna die tonight of natural causes, actually. Well, Nighthawk's gonna die tonight because he thinks he's gonna get out of dying of natural causes.
Well, our problem is in the basement, as far as I can tell.
Right, because as soon as his heart stops beating, those wards stop working.
So he's still alive then.
John? Yeah. For now.
How long do we have?
Not 100% sure. The fates aren't exactly. It's probably easier if I show you. If I pull something out that's a little bit weird, are you all gonna freak out?
Probably, but like we don't have time. Just do it.
All right. She pulls out a quarter and sets it down on the floor. Reaches into the wound that you put on her side and flicks some blood onto the coin. And as she does, this greenish sort of gas comes out of it. And spirit sort of shoots up out of the coin. And you see it's a humanoid female spirit with chains like dug into its flesh at various points, like pulling it down into the coin as it flies out, like trying to get away and like flapping around and screaming. So sorry about the theatrics. This is a ghost that's particularly adept at sensing connections between ghosts and their connections to the world, you might say. She's also pretty good at reading death marks and figuring out where somebody sits on the mortality scale.
Fun.
Yeah. Had to get a hold of her for something else, but she revealed to me that John's ticket's getting ready to get punched.
As a former prisoner, why do you care?
Because I'm a former prisoner, I know exactly what they're going through right now, and I know exactly how they're going to come out of that. I'm able to form a rational thought and not rip your face off for stabbing me because I have bonded with Megan.
So the question still stands, why do you care? You have your freedom. You said that they wouldn't like you now.
Maybe I understated it. They'll rip me to shreds and drag me back to hell with them if they get loose.
And you
Why?
care for your host.
Well, I care for me and my host, yeah.
Self-preservation isn't totally out of the question when it comes to, I guess, demon ethics.
Look, she's dying, okay? And when she dies, I go to hell.
So how do we fix this?
A few rounds of chemotherapy and a miracle, probably.
Talking about John, I can't help your host right now.
I'll probably stop him from doing whatever dipshit plan he has.
Where is he now?
Thought he was going to be here.
He was evicted.
That complicates matters.
What if we transfer control of the wards?
Kai can find him.
Yeah, I can find him.
Is he nearby? Is he in Lodi?
If I use my like vampiric, 'cause I'm sure I fed on him at some point too.
Oh,
How close is he? Or would I even like register it?
You can you can try to use distant drain on him. If he's within range, you will.
Yeah, all right. I'll do that, but I will be hungry. This demon's looking mighty tasty. So it's 5.
On the bright side, you'll get some.
True, I do drain him. All right, yeah. Sorry, John. All right, so that
So it's willpower difficulty 8.
Just
Okay.
find him. Don't kill him. We need him.
I mean, no promises on that one. Look
You
at
can-
all the tens.
You can choose to drain less if you so choose to.
I choose to not kill him, but I am kind of hungry because that's 5 of willpower right there. But that is
are you
7
gonna-
successes. That's 3 tens.
So are you gonna pull? How much are you gonna pull from him?
He's John. He has a lot. We'll just take 5. We'll like even it out.
All right. You top off, and he's definitely in range. So you know he's at least within 20 miles of you.
He's not that far. Like he's in the city or like just on the outskirts.
You got something that belongs to him here, right?
There's plenty of his former belongings here.
I can track him with that.
And those wards will hold as long as he's alive.
They
If
will.
those things break out and he dies while we're not here, those things are free in this place, packed with victims.
And I don't know what else. I don't know what to say about that. Call him.
I look at Daniel.
I still have his number. I'll dial his number. Let's hope he hasn't changed it.
Right. It rings like 4 times, and then he picks up. Hello,
Professor, it's Daniel.
Daniel. It's been some time.
It has.
Funny you should call. I was just thinking about you.
All good things, I hope. What are you doing?
At the moment.
Correct.
Enjoying a whiskey and a Dunhill. What are you doing?
What are you planning on doing, John? We have some situation here. Your old stomping grounds.
Oh, I thought that might happen. They're getting restless because they know I'm getting out of this.
Getting out of what?
Nothing. You shouldn't have anything to worry about after tonight. I'll call you
It's-
first thing in the morning. Okay?
No, see, that's where we have an issue, John. You're about to make a grave mistake and endanger everyone in Lodi. So tell me what you're doing and where you are. Don't make me hunt you.
Why do you think what I'm doing is a mistake?
We have it on good authority.
You have it on good authority. Who's your authority?
The demons that are dancing in the dark room, John.
They're telling you this isn't going to work. Of course they are. They think they've got me and you and the whole town over a barrel.
Please explain what this
They
is.
don't.
If you want some trust, let me know what you're doing and where you are. At least let me come see for myself.
I'm at the cabin. Just on the outskirts of town.
Don't do anything foolish before I get there.
You got it.
See you soon. I'll hang up. It's at the cabin, outskirts.
How far is that?
Oh, it's probably about 6 miles from where you're at. I already told you you're not getting out of here because we just closed the wards.
I can get out. Getting back in will be a challenge. You all watch this place. You stay here.
Are you going alone?
I'm gonna go get him. And he's going to
By,
die.
by yourself?
I don't know if anybody else can get out.
Can you bring anyone with you?
No. But John will know how to open them.
And what are we supposed to do?
Keep this place safe. Make sure that nothing gets out of that basement. There's a victim in there who's currently being mentally assaulted.
Do you want me to go get him out?
If he can be saved, I couldn't help him. So you want to show us you've course corrected, make yourself useful.
She stands up, and as she does, she gets about 2 feet taller. And you see like the black hair like falls out into this long blonde mane. And as her shoulders roll forward, you see wings come out of her back, feathery wings. Says, I'll go try to comfort him.
I'm coming with you.
Sure. She walks down into the don't room.
I'll follow behind.
What would the rest of you like to do?
1 + 6 times.
I'll follow like pretty far back. This is the first time he's fed in a while, so that taste is coming back, and he's trying not to like kill everybody.
That's fair.
It's like, oh yeah, I forgot. This tastes good.
What about Gray?
Can I hang a thingy? Hang a
Yeah,
ritual?
you can absolutely hang a ritual. What would you like to hang?
Hellblade, please.
Excellent. So yeah, go ahead and give me your roll. That's going to be your casting roll for Hellfire.
Mhm.
Your difficulty is going to be 5. So Hellblade.
Okay.
And you need
Three
2
s-
successes. 3
Oh,
successes?
okay, good. Thank goodness. I was just say 3 successes.
All right. You turn on Hellblade. What are you turning on your sword?
Yes, please.
All right. So you have it ready to go. You just all you need to do is activate the ritual, and it turns on.
Gotcha.
And then it will last. So you got 2 successes. So you could add that last success to duration to extend it.
Sweet. Thank you.
All right. What are you doing, Alex?
I will spend a round concentrating, and I will psychoport out of the building into the parking lot where my car is waiting, and then I will get in my car and I will drive as fast as humanly possible to the cabin.
Excellent. So you're going just through the door, basically?
Yeah, pretty much like through the door, out the main wall.
That's good. Roll, spend a will and roll will, difficulty of 7.
Yep.
Okay. You barely squeeze through the wards.
That's gonna be back in. I will as I'm driving, I will once again take out my pocket square and likely dab away any excess, fluid that might be leaking from various parts of my brain, as I ignore any and all traffic laws on the way to the cabin.
Excellent. What are the rest of you doing while you're inside, just waiting?
I'm going with Meg.
All right. Pesto, what are you gonna say?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Can you say something, Gilbert? Or you say something, Chaz? Somebody was gonna say something.
Oh,
We're all too polite.
I think I would have gone back to my room, and I think over the 20 years, I would have found one spirit that's like, I hate demons. If I ever see a demon, I'm gonna backhand them because I hate them.
You study ephemera, right?
Yep.
Chances are very good you found a lot of spirits that are frightened of demons or just don't know what demons are.
Do I know any like aggressive I hate you demons? Or any aggressive, just like angry spirits?
You probably just have like a spirit of anger and a spirit of hate. I'll allow that. Sure, why not?
Okay. Then I want to hang that summon because I think it takes a while to like actually get them here.
Yeah, you want to summon and what's your summoning rank at?
The ephemera
Yeah, your ephemera. I'm sorry.
4.
4. Okay. All right. So you could, because we're using simplified aspects, you could get a spirit to come to the tailor-made ritual. If you have a spirit that will say, I'll even be so kind as to say you have a spirit who likes you.
Nice.
So we'll give you a -2 difficulty for that.
Mhm.
But you're going to need, in order to get them there, a spirit that's, I'm assuming you're going to want it to be relatively powerful.
Yes.
Okay, so let's look at metaphysical weight. So you've got simple creatures like unintelligent animals, most minor gafflings, and the smallest beings in the hosts of heaven or hell. Large creatures such as bears or wolves is 2, or ghosts of powerful gafflings. Humans and truly intelligent beings like most jaglings, ghosts, and minor servitor demons are 3. And 4 are enhanced humans like ghouls, kinfolk, and other sorcerers, as well as powerful jaglings, umbred preceptors, and infernal tempters. So it depends on how many successes you want to risk for, right?
We're going to risk for 4.
All right, so you want to go for 4 in metaphysical weight and 4 in the actual strength of the actual ability to cross the gauntlet, right?
Yes.
All right, so that's 8 successes you're looking at.
Yeah.
Your difficulty is going to be 8.
Mm.
So the way that this works then, as you're doing that ritual, is it's 10 minutes for being a ritual,
Mhm.
and then 10 minutes for each die roll you make. You can keep going until you botch out or you succeed.
Gotcha. Then we're going to scratch that because if John's only 6 miles away, like Chris
You'd
should be
probably
back.
be able to pull in 2 rolls before they get back.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go for 2 then.
All right. It's up to you. If you want to do it, give me 2 rolls of your casting setup for ephemera
Hmm.
as you set up your various candles and start working the ritual space.
Okay. 6 successes on the first one.
All right. Keep it going for round 2.
One success for the second one.
So that's 6 successes, right?
Yes. Yeah.
All
6
right,
successes in total.
you can spend 1 willpower on each of those rolls if you want to bring it up to your 8.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. You have hung your ritual. Congratulations. You will have a jaggling of hate as soon as you want to summon that.
And we have like barely any willpower left. So like I have no way to control it. It's just
Just fire and forget. Hope for the best.
all right, we did it. Let's go.
What are the rest of you doing with that 20 minutes? Pesto, what's Gray doing with it? 30 minutes, I guess.
Okay. I was maybe gonna. Well, I don't know.
Your Hellfire ritual would have taken actually 20 of that. So
Yeah, I was about to say that takes quite a while. So I guess he's just gonna eat his crackers and just pace outside the room that
all right.
Daniel's in.
When you go into the room, you see Megara like walk over to the guy that's in there and just put her hands on his shoulders and say, "What they're showing you is false. You know that, right?" And he starts weeping. So I want to believe so bad. And she says, "I can give you something to believe in. Okay, that's not this. That's not some lie. But this isn't the way." And as she's talking and he seems to be calming down, you see the walls start to bleed.
Pick up the pace here, Meg.
They don't want me in here.
Well, how long is it going to take?
You traitorous swine.
There it
The
is. And
room
I'll
starts. The room
step.
starts to shake a little bit.
I'll step. Am I in within the room itself?
If you want to be, yeah, you can step inside.
I would love to. I'll pull the handgun she gave me and just watch for any movement.
Go ahead and make a perception and awareness roll, if you don't mind.
What's the difficulty?
6.
It's 2.
You can feel like they're like these independent sort of sources of malice are sort of condensing and almost as if they're like mounting their power together.
I'm gonna begin binding.
All right, go ahead and give me a roll of your casting pool, please, for binding. You don't have their names, so your difficulty is going to be a 9.
Copy. Oh, this was really fucking good.
How good?
6.
Excellent. You start working on the binding.
While I'm doing that, I'm just gonna say you need to pick it up, Mag.
I'm doing my best. I can't rush this. He needs to come to me of his own free will. How many successes did you get?
That was 6. Sounding less and less good the more I say it. Please don't ask me again.
Only 6? Is that was what I heard.
It was of a 10 dice pool. It's over half.
As you're finishing your binding ritual,
Oh, shit.
smoke starts to like fill the area just outside your circle where you're casting. And you see like various sort of vaguely humanoid faces appearing in it, sort of like just lashing out at you and like biting, but not
Yeah.
quite able to get to you.
Yeah, I know. It's frustrating, huh?
They are very, very close to penetrating through.
In a prison within a prison, Mag, I need you to hurry the fuck up.
I'm trying my best. I just need him to understand that there is true love and peace waiting for him with actual belief, not with these lies. And she looks him in the eyes and he starts weeping and touches her face and says, I believe in you. And she starts to glow a little bit brighter and you see the smoke start to get a little bit weaker. And she says, both of you out. I'm going to close the door on the way out. And she starts sort of slowly backing up and edging you towards the door as well.
I'll usher this dude out. I'm gonna keep holding whatever creatures for as long as possible.
As
I'm
soon as
gonna
you- oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna close the door, but I'm gonna keep it cracked. I'd like to peek in and see what's going on in here.
Oh, she's backing out with you.
Oh, okay.
She's just getting you two out of the room first. And as soon as you are all clear, she slams the door and holds her hand out. As she does, you see a blade of fire appear in it. And she jams it into her hand. And then starts drawing on the door in blood. This should strengthen the wards at least a little bit. You should go ahead and make an intelligence and occult roll. Or esoterica, whichever you prefer. The other two of you can make this roll while you're doing your rituals as well. Well, I guess you can't because you went in the other room, but Gray can. What's that?
I'm pretty sure I have a shockingly number of 1 in both intelligence, occult, and esoteric combined. So
Nice.
yeah.
What is the diff?
6.
Copy that. It'll be 2.
It'll be 2. All right, yeah. As far as you can tell, it is a warding sigil of some sort. Doesn't appear to be like she's trying to trick you.
Nicely done, Meg.
Thanks. She like falls down to her knees and is back in the human form, and like some like blood kind of like spurts out of that wound on her side. Oh, ow. She
Yeah,
leans back.
take a breather. Who's our new friend? What's your name, buddy?
He's just staring there, sort of drooling at this point. He's going to be nonverbal for a while, which is probably for the best, because he's not going to. He wouldn't like this if he was aware of what I was doing.
Okay.
You see, he starts to like visibly shrink, like he's getting tired and withdrawn as her wound starts to close.
If he dies,
He won't die. He's just going to be real tired for a few days. You might want to get him some cookies and orange juice. I don't know if it's actually going to help, but you know, it'll make you feel better. Meanwhile,
Fucking
what?
demons.
Meanwhile, you pull up to John's cabin. John's sitting on the porch of the cabin. All the lights are off. You just see the cherry of a cigarette and the silhouette of a person on the porch.
I step out of the car, close the door. 20 years and you are still giving yourself cancer.
Well, you'll be happy to know the job's done.
What job?
Cancer.
I will approach him.
He looks like he probably weighs about 110 pounds.
I watched you die tonight, John.
Looks like you're probably going to watch it again. He flicks a cigarette.
I'm afraid we can't let that happen.
Why is that?
Because if you die, those wards fail. And the job that you and the Arcanum failed to perform 20 years ago will cascade into this decade.
Well, that's why I got a plan.
Well, I'd love to hear it on the way to fix this. My only concern is, I'm afraid if I bring you to that place, I'm actually walking you right into the hands of those who would like to tear you apart.
You would be, which is reason 1 not to do it. Reason 2 not to do it is this. Come on then. He gets up and stands up, pulls up his pull handle on his oxygen and starts walking into the cabin.
I really, really want to hate this dude.
You walk in, you see a pair of golden plates sitting on a table, surrounded by various sigils of protection.
What the hell is it supposed to be?
These are an ancient artifact holy to the Nephite priesthood. It's taken me 20 years, but I've gotten a hold of it. And these should give me a direct line to summon Nephi.
Angels.
Yeah, I'm going to make a deal.
With angels to solve your
Yeah.
demon problem.
Well, I'm going to make a deal to solve my cancer problem, but yeah, we'll figure out the demon thing later.
You still haven't learned, have you?
Learned what? Look, I'm going to fucking die, and probably soon, whether I want to or not. This is my last shot at doing something right.
This is something selfish and it's a mistake that's going to lead to you dying,
I'm dying anyway.
but you're not taking us with you. So here's what you're going to do, John. You're going to pack these things up. And you're going to come with me. And we're going to protect you while we find a real way to solve this.
Okay, look, if we had enough time, maybe we can reward the place. Okay. That's not going to save me.
Like I said, we will figure out what to do to help you solve your problem. But this is not the way. I've seen it.
He coughs a rather sizable drop of blood onto his knuckles. All right. Hope you're right.
Well, like you said, you're going to die anyway. You can either die helping us or helping your damn self.
I mean, my aim was kind of to do both.
Let me help you.
All right. You don't want to touch those. Not with your bare hands.
I'm not going to.
He
I'm going to spend a willpower, and I'm going to help him and these things get put away.
brings out a case for them that's like specifically marked off.
Yeah, I will levitate the things into their proper position. And I will help him out to the car.
He's he's at this point like feeble to the point that you need to kind of almost more carry him to the car than anything.
Well, I mean, like again, like I can both carry and levitate him, so
Sure.
he's pretty light to me at this point. I get him in as easily as softly and gently as possible. Him and his gear, whatever he needs.
He says, "Mind if I smoke?" Pulls out a cigarette, lights it in your car.
Just roll the window down, piece of shit.
All right, you get back to the place.
Yep.
Says lockdown's up.
Protocol.
Yeah, I suppose. He walks over and makes some gestures by the door, and the door unlocks.
Can't say we spent the time to change the keys.
Probably for the best.
I'll carry his case and his oxygen for him, and I will give him as much assistance as I can. So basically, he comes in kind of skating, I guess.
Right.
Like
Floats. Hello, everyone. I didn't expect to see a total reunion here.
long and short of it, John has cancer and he was going to make a deal with an angel to try to heal himself so that he was in condition to help fix these wards. I told him it's a bad idea and I'll probably die anyway. But none of this is my expertise. So Daniel Gray, it's up to you. Again. Fuck.
Meg says, "Well, you've got help this time."
Randolph. I will go over to Randolph. Is he like
He's-
slumped against the wall? Just
Yeah, he looks like he's on the nod. He's just blissfully drooling.
I will get a wheelchair for John, and on my way to the wheelchair, I will bring Randolph to the rooms where the residents are.
Okay.
So that he can sleep it off. He's alive, right?
Oh yeah, he's fine. He's in Happy Land. He and I made a bit of a pact, but
I put him-
it'll be okay.
I put him in quarantine.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
What do you mean angels, John?
Be fine. Mormon angel. My research led me to believe that he might be able to reverse 40 years of damage. It's a long shot, but best chance I thought I might have.
When I come back, I'll open the box so that Daniel and Gray can see what's in there. This making any sense to you all?
You can both roll a occult or esoterica.
There's Kai.
Kai is in the other room. Believe they were doing some practice of their own.
I will mentally knock on Kai's head. Hey, buddy.
You're
Yeah.
about wrapped up with the ritual by the time you get disturbed.
Gotcha. Hey, how's it going?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
I just made a friend or called a friend. In case we need a friend.
Okay. John's
Oh.
here.
Can you tell I'm not excited? All right, I'll be there.
He's sick. He's dying.
I should have more sympathy.
Just kind of leave the thought there. Let it hang.
Yeah.
How many successes did you get, Gray?
2.
And how about
I'm sitting at 3.
all right. So both of you know enough to know that the Nephite priesthood is a religious order that belongs to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or an offshoot of them. And according to their legends, the words of the angels were inscribed on these plates of gold that were found by the prophet of their church. These appear to be either some of those original plates or a very, very, very good forgery of them.
Are they dishwasher safe?
They don't appear to be. They're made of gold.
Okay.
This feels like a bad idea, John. I don't understand how you can think this is a good idea.
Oh, it's not. It's a terrible idea. I'm desperate.
Because he's desperate.
Equating this to what we've gone over, John, how difficult is this going to be?
To summon Nephi? The summoning's not going to be hard. It's going to be the keeping him from melting my face off and taking the plates anyway.
So what's the better play? We strengthen the wards and we transfer control.
Well,
we-
here's the thing. The wards went down that night because some rituals that I asked for to be performed at remote locations never got done. So as those rituals were falling, I did a ritual here to tie the bindings rather than be to the moors throughout the city that I had built for them, to my own heart. It was the only source of power that was close enough that would be able to withstand the weight of the wards. Speaking of which, we should probably put the lockdown back up. Also, is that a demon? He points over at Mage.
Oh, that's the demon,
Yeah.
John.
Hi, I'm the demon.
You-
She's just here and we're all cool with that. Can
Oh,
you fix
no.
my lungs? She laughs. That's funny you mentioned that. No, I can't.
You know, when I was younger, I used to think you had perspective.
I have perspective. I'm looking right now at a 3/4 angle from the inside of a grave. That's my perspective.
Okay. So what are our options? Whose heart do we have to attach it to? Like, what do we
Nobody's
do?
attaching it to anyone's heart. We're going to find a more reasonable, permanent solution to this.
Well,
Right,
we
but
could
John-
read more of them.
Do we have time? Because you look like you died yesterday. So
I got to be totally honest with you. I really thought I was going to be able to go through with this ritual, but I'm feeling just drained right now.
yeah. So like,
It's like somebody came through and sapped all my will to live.
you know, it's probably that fucking demon. I'm telling you.
How about this? Let's you're gonna walk us through how to re-more them and then I'll deal with your problem.
Hold
What,
on,
you're
why are we
gonna
dealing
you
with
got a
these-
cure for cancer in your pocket?
Maybe.
No, we're not
Do you?
dealing with Nephi. We already have a demon problem. We don't need to bring them here as well.
We just need to keep his heart alive, not him. Like, is that
Right. Like, do we
something that we-
need him
Yeah.
to?
Y'all are spending me on very
I
bad
understand.
places right now.
Wait, you talking about a transplant?
Science has advanced a lot.
You want to take the heart out of a septuagenarian who's been smoking 3 packs a day for the last 40 years and stick it in somebody else is a good solution?
And
I
you want to
was-
call down angels who want to burn your face off? Like, we don't have good solutions right
None
now.
of these are good solutions.
Meg says heart transplant sounds like a fun solution though.
You don't get a
Okay.
vote.
I'm liking this Meg though.
Mm,
You're lucky you have a host.
Well,
Oh.
I'm not going to have one much longer either if we don't get this sorted out.
By the way, I should tell y'all, when I drained Meg, the host also felt getting shot and probably getting stabbed. So, we can deal with that later, just a FYI. All right, let's keep going.
Oh yeah, she's acutely aware of everything that's going on. We have an understanding.
So phase one, let's at least strengthen the wards that are currently existing and make sure that we need to buy some time. Can we do that? For the wards, not for you, point at John, for the wards.
The existing wards, no, you're better. Buy some time is re-more them. If you want to buy some time on that room, reward the room, put something temporary up.
What if we sapped the resources here as well to help power this?
In what sense? Like, do you have, if we could flow some mana into it, some quintessence into it?
We've rerouted some energy over the past 2 years. Yes, there's a bit of a repository that has been built up. It's
Okay.
positive.
Do you have anyone that can work, that works here that can do that? Because that's outside of my expertise.
Yeah. Right now, the only force that utilizes that energy is Cindy.
Meg says, is Cindy connected to it?
I will call for Cindy. I will call for Hyacinthia, and
Yeah, what do you want? Is that a demon?
that's a demon. That's the one we were looking for.
Why? Oh, do you want me to scratch your eyes out or something? I don't think.
Not yet. We're trying to find
Like, as far as your combat options go, I don't think I'm your leading choice.
biggest cheerleader ever. Look, we're trying to find ways to strengthen the wards, and we believe that maybe routing some of the energy from the repository here would be beneficial. Can you help us?
Wait a second here. Are we
Yes,
talking
Yes, your
about
larder. Yes, your larder.
taking my food
Yes, temporarily.
and feeding it to some demons that are just squatting in the basement? They ain't even paid rent. They've been here for how long?
Not to some demons, to the demons that could ruin our entire plan here and ruin everything that we've been working for.
Oh, this is terrorism, is what this is. This is demonic terrorism, and I won't stand for it.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
All right, but listen, I need something in return for this. If we're gonna just go willy-nilly willy-nilly pouring my food, thank you, into some pit of hell, I'm gonna need some kind of compensation for my inconveniences.
I would expect nothing less. Hyacinthia Immaculata the Voracious, what do you wish?
DirecTV. I want DirecTV. I want to set up in the node.
Yes, of course.
NFL sports package, like watching my football.
I take out my notepad.
What's her team?
I like all the teams. Shut up.
I
Don't
will
criticize my
look
taste.
I will look at Daniel and give him like a wide eye.
All right, fine. I'll go rewire everything. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Your generosity is legendary.
Yeah. Bring me some popcorn.
I guess I go find some popcorn. Then I fucking pop it. So there's There's the next fucking 2 minutes of my time.
So while you're popping the popcorn, what are the rest of you doing? I mean, John says, I mean, yeah, we can throw up a temporary ward here. We can pump power into it. That's all fine, but we need to read more of the wards before either that ward falls or I drop.
Where are the Moors? How many of them are there, and how long is it going to take?
3. Each one's probably about a 30-minute ritual to it, right?
Can you last 2 hours?
Probably. He coughs up some more blood.
I don't like that. All right.
Great plan.
Meg puts her hand up.
Solutions?
I can buy him some time.
Who do you have to kill to buy him some time now?
Nobody. I got enough juice off of Randolph that I can probably heal him up good enough to make sure he makes it to sunrise.
Let's do that. Let's read more of this, and then we'll deal with your problem afterwards, John. More permanent solution.
He nods.
I will come back with my other bag of popcorn.
She says, "This isn't going to feel good at all," and reaches her hands into his chest.
Oh, I'm glad I brought food for this.
He starts screaming. She pulls out like just giblets, basically. Starts throwing like tumor matter onto the floor.
As I'm chewing, I will
Oh.
offer the bag to Gray.
He's just "Ah! Ah!" She's like, you know, this isn't supposed to be fun. You should stop screaming. Starts-
No, please be
Yeah.
kinder.
Don't do it.
After about 5 minutes of her pulling tumorous masses out of his chest and him screaming bloody murder, she finally stops. I need to borrow a sink. She walks over into the kitchen.
Use the utility sink.
He takes a deep breath and pulls out a cigarette. Oh, it's awful.
Let's flush the fucking cigarette out of your hand.
No smoking in the Center for Safety and Reconciliation. This is a toxic-free zone.
It's also 2022. They have vapes now.
It doesn't taste the same.
Thank you, Pesto. I appreciate it. I can't do the neck.
Doesn't taste the same.
You know, John, though you were banished, you could have asked for help. You prideful, arrogant son of a bitch.
You made it very clear to me that I was not welcome here. And I didn't want to burden you with my troubles.
So I've had a thought, and I feel like maybe there's a chance that we can put the responsibility where it's supposed to be.
Oh,
How many members of the Arcanum group that were housed here are still around?
one.
Just you?
Yeah.
Where are the rest?
Dead or possessed and then dead.
And their spirits?
Well, all the ones that are possessed, as far as I know, are still in hell.
And the ones that were liberated, shuffled loose the mortal coil?
A couple of them show up once in a while. Most of them are gone.
So forgive me for overstepping here. Again, this isn't my field of expertise, but it's my understanding based on what I've heard from Kai and his dabbling, that these spirits are essentially power sources.
Are you suggesting we anchor it to the ghosts?
Sounds like they might last longer than your heart. And they're already responsible. They're already bound to the rituals, are they not? Their essence is here.
Yeah, but that leaves. Here's the problem with that is that leaves the anchors that are holding those rituals in place in a realm that we can't easily get to.
Then we bring them here.
The ghost?
I look at Kai. Can't we?
Door guide, can we?
I mean, your stuff deals with nature spirits.
Okay,
You're like, you can't.
yeah. It's a great idea. Daniel, do you do that type of stuff? Can you like bind ghosts? That's what you do, right? Ghosts and demons and dragon newts and all those things, right?
I am the self-proclaimed master of summoning, binding, and warding. There are still a few circles that refuse to acknowledge my proficiencies, but yes,
Well, their essence has to be all over this place, right? You could find them.
could attempt to.
Meg speaks up and says, I don't know that I can let you do that.
Why?
Those spirits have a fate.
Have a faith?
A fate.
Fate.
Please do explain.
The dead are supposed to go somewhere.
Well, they haven't yet, though.
Okay, right, sure, but that means that they're breaking the rules. That doesn't make it okay to just. They haven't done anything wrong, right? Like, I mean, like, you can't just.
Oh, they did.
I can and I will.
Oh no, but they. I would argue they have done something wrong.
If they aren't part of the solution, they're part of the problem.
They.
If they've been
No,
lingering this long.
that's not how judgment works.
Meg, what is happening with you? I cannot get a read on you. You demon breaking crosses. We can't interfere with fate, ghost.
No,
like what's
I was-
going on?
I was a demon. I was a demon 20 years ago. Okay. I'm still a demon, but look, a lot changed. Okay. And I remembered things and I forgot other things. And it was my job before to make sure that things that died went where they were supposed to be.
Look, these sorcerers took it upon themselves to bind these spirits here of their own volition, and they died trying to do so. We are only
Okay.
giving them an opportunity to
Cool, but-
succeed where they failed.
You understand that functionally what you're doing is feeding them to those demons. They're going to be stuck. You're sticking them in a cage with them. If you're cool with that, if you can sleep at night with that, fine, I'll help.
If it will protect Lodi and the rest of the people here from what
So will anchoring those spells to the inanimate places they were anchored before. Now you're not looking for solutions, you're looking for fast solutions.
they didn't hold before. What reassurances do we have that they will this time?
They didn't hold before because a very, very, very determined idiot was trying to break out of them, while another very determined idiot was down here playing around where they shouldn't have been. What you need to do, in my humble opinion, is read more of those wards and then fill this fucking room with cement.
Can they be destroyed?
The demons?
Yes.
No, but well, yes,
How?
yes. No easy way, no good way. I mean, okay, look, there's demons that can do it. You want me to try to call some of them?
I'm asking you how. I'm not asking you to do anything, Meg. Nor would
If
I.
we can drain them of their faith and we can get them if we can get them unmoored from what they're moored to, and then get them before they can find a new host, I can take them out.
How many are we dealing with
There's
exactly, John? You
5
never
of them.
There's
only 5, but John, you mentioned the lesser key all those years ago. How many of them from the lesser key are in there? Is it just the 5?
Well, 5 now.
It was 6.
Magnods.
Look, we're affording you a lot of benefit of the doubt here, Meg.
Look, I just want to help, okay? I'm telling you, like, I'm not comfortable with tying these to the ghost, but I will do it if that's really what you think is right.
If
But
you
what I think is the
believe-
right thing to do.
you believe that anchoring these things to those physical places would prove suitable, I'm prepared to entertain that as an option. but I don't want to go in with a plan and not have a plan B.
I don't think we should do it unless we are also planning on finding a way to prevent anyone from getting in here.
Could
That's the crack in the armor.
You mean future in the
You,
future?
you can ward this place till you're blue in the face. If somebody comes in here that's temptable, they will be tempted. Eventually, someone, one of those five, will find a weakness in someone's armor, like I did. Like happened here with Reginald. It'll
could
happen again.
Then what is it possible then for us to move them out of there and take them somewhere else?
I mean, sure, but the minute they pop their cage, they're free.
Oh, okay.
Now, if it wasn't 5-on-1, I could probably take them.
No, you have a point. And honestly, this place, repurposed or otherwise, could just as easily serve as a tomb for these things.
multiple questions.
Fire away.
One-on-one, you think you can take them?
Any one of them right now while they're unmoored? Yeah. Like if they pop loose, yeah, I can take them.
I don't suppose a gauntlet would be in your wheelhouse, one right after the other.
I mean, I don't know that I'd walk away from that. But I have friends I can call. None of them are going to get here terribly fast, and they might not be the type of people you want to deal with, but I could make that call.
If we can lock them in and bury them forever, we can always relocate. There's nothing binding us to this building other than the fact that it was convenient for a time.
Then, if that's what you're comfortable with, Chris, then let's do that. And we'll deal with a more permanent solution after the fact.
But if this doesn't work, those Arcanum Magi are going to pay for what they did for eternity.
Magnets. Well, I'll work on summoning them if you all want to work on remooring the wards.
Team go.
She says, you got a ritual space I can use? She heads over and starts working on it. What are the rest of you doing while Mag is summoning ghosts?
Whatever's necessary. Would I be able to assist her in this?
You could, but she tells you like you have moorings to go work on.
Okay. Then I'll head to the first mooring. I'm gonna quickly check with Meg and John if they have the names of the demons that we do have in there, the 5.
Meg gives you their true names.
Excellent. Would any of them I'm gonna throw out some names, or actually I'm gonna ask to throw out some names, so again, trying to keep my knowledge separate from Daniel's. In my 20 years of research, would I know the names of the Lesser Key of Solomon?
Probably. It's not that arcane of a list, all things considered.
Gotcha. Was the name Barbas thrown out by chance?
Sure.
Okay. I'll deal with that later.
All right. Are you all breaking up or are you all going together?
Well, that seems like a bad idea. Well, we can't. So the only problem is, that would, if we leave, we'd be leaving Meg and John alone in this place if we all left, which sounds like a really bad idea. So I think one of us should definitely stay behind. And it should be someone who is prepared to deal with either one of them should they get out of line.
You mean like punching?
Probably not out of question. I would say that's absolutely in line with a potential outcome. I wouldn't want to volunteer you, but you're probably one of the best qualified to keep this place safe.
I start sharpening my sword. Okay.
You should come around more often. I miss you.
Shucks.
So the rest of you are going to go to one of the places, and you have a cemetery, you have a church, and you have an antique shop. Which one are you going to first?
Oh, we're going to that damn church.
All
Hate
right.
that place.
I go
You
there.
go to the
I go there-
condemned ass church that has been left as a rotting husk for the last 2 decades. You can still see some of the bloodstains on the floor from where the priest died.
And there's mine.
You walk in and it's like the only thing that's changed in the intervening time has been dry rot.
Is the wrecked car still here too?
The wrecked car is gone.
Poor Sedan.
So who's going to lead this ritual?
I can't.
Volunteer as tribute.
Excellent. And so you're going to be doing a this will count as a grand ritual,
Copy.
or greater ritual, I should say. All right. So what practice do you use for your summoning, binding, and warding?
I use, so for summoning, binding, and warding, greater magic, or I'm sorry, gutter magic. My bad.
All right. Do any of you use gutter magic as a practice?
I don't use magic.
Do not use gutter magic.
Oh,
All right, very good.
and Hyacinthia is with Gray on the vigil, on watch,
All right.
the eye scratcher.
So if you could, please give me a roll of your appropriate dice. Your difficulty for this ritual is going to be 9. The rest of you are just going to offer moral support. And
So my
keep-
question is, is it possible via telepathy to get a clearer understanding as to what Daniel needs so that I can fulfill a more, I guess, practical purpose as opposed to just kind of guessing and willing this thing to happen?
I mean, you can certainly ride along telepathically. It's not going to offer any mechanical benefit to the ritual, but you can certainly hop into his mind and just.
If it's not going to help, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to waste time. I have to spend the
Right.
willpower on the ritual anyway.
Chaz, is there anything that you can do that you would like to try to do to help, or anything that you would like to offer?
Think there's anything I can do to help. So
What's your
just,
magical practice?
martial arts, I think.
Okay. Very good. All right, give me that casting roll, difficulty 9.
Oh, so had we known that, we should have swapped the two and used Gray, right? Because Gray and Kai could actually like collaborate.
But neither one of those two knows summoning, binding, and warding.
Damn. So while Daniel's working, I say, when are you ever going to learn to use something that isn't bought in a thrift shop?
Spray paint's cheap, man. That'll be 5.
Excellent. After about 20 minutes of chanting and setting up ritual components, going through these motions, you have drawn the magic together, and you can feel sort of the ward sort of snap into place.
I think we're done here.
Excellent. Where's your next stop?
You said it was a church, a graveyard, and something else?
Antique store.
Antique store was the third one.
Let's do the antique store, I guess.
All right. You
When
got
we
in.
finish that one up, I will reach out. I'll reach out to Gray and see how things are going.
Are you
Go ahead and
calling
give
me?
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead and give me another roll while this phone call is taking place.
Using the phone.
Out. Yeah, call.
Actually, let's take 5 there and do a quick biological break.
Yay.
Couple plans.
We have a plan. Is
No.
that
What we have is a bunch of ideas.
I'm gonna.
And
Gotcha.
that's your
Plan.
It's
We
not
don't
a
need
plan.
angels.
It's
We're gonna
part-
summon
it's part
demons
of
to
a
cure
plan.
cancer.
so? As you're calling back to the
Yeah, I'm calling
back
Gray.
to the place, you're just calling as soon as you finish that first ritual.
Mhm.
Gray, you answer your phone, I assume, when it rings. Yes. But as it rings, like noises are starting to emanate from that room.
Bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah, the nope room is getting loud.
Cool. I'll just answer the phone. That's where my
Screams
attention
and
is.
banging
Yeah,
and whatnot.
It's fine at the moment.
All right. You answer the phone.
I answer the phone.
Gray.
Hold up a second, and then I just point the phone towards the door.
Feral whispers.
So you know
Ray?
what that's all about? Yeah.
Ray?
Yeah.
Stop. Either you're hungry,
yeah.
either you're hungry or the demons are
Uh-huh.
mad.
Okay.
That's what it sounds
Cool.
like to me.
What do I do? Just
Well, so we just finished up at the church. We're going to be heading to the second
Cool.
location now,
maybe that's why they're pissy.
probably.
Oh, didn't think about that. Okay. Can I punch these things?
If they cross the threshold, you're welcome to punch all of them
Awesome. So what you calling for?
to see how things are going there.
That's
while-
amazing.
Why don't you roll perception alertness for me real quick, Gray?
This is gonna be numbers. Oh, thank gosh, 2 at least. That smirk on your face, Travis.
What'd you get?
I got 2 successes.
Okay. You get blindsided and
Yep.
punched in the side of the face. I need you to go ahead and roll stamina for me, please.
Okay.
Difficulty 6.
That's a good laugh, right? It's a good laugh, right?
You're fucking kidding me, right? 1.
Fuck.
You got 1?
Yeah, 1.
Okay, excellent. It doesn't do enough to hurt you, but you get like hit, like somebody reaches, like comes up behind you and hits you in the back of the head.
Okay, cool.
Like while you're
Hey!
talking.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you hear like the bow is
What the
and the
hell?
phone hits the floor. You turn around and there's 2 of the residents here, but their eyes are completely like wild. They're drooling and they're just like screaming as they get ready to fight with you. So go ahead and roll a d10 and add it to your wits plus dex, please.
Sorry, I had to like disappear and reappear dice every time I do this.
Oh, you're fine.
Five?
All right, they go first. The 2 of them are each going to take another swing at you. And they seem to be like completely crazed, like they're just almost rabid.
I knew I should have hung another ritual. Oh well.
Go ahead and are you going to try to dodge or are you going to save your action for just attacking? You want to split your dice pool? How would you like to go about it? You can try to dodge and attack, or you can just do full defense.
I'll try and dodge.
Full defense? Or are you going to try to attack too?
I think I'll try and attack too.
All right, so what's your Dex Athletics?
5, 9,
And what's your Dex Martial Arts?
10.
All right, so roll 8 dice,
Okay.
and then you'll divide the successes between the two things.
Okay. Don't fuck me now.
Hold, please.
Oh,
Difficulty
1.5 for each. I got 3 successes.
Okay, so you can choose whether you want to completely have one of them completely miss you, have both of them hit you, but not as hard, or have both of them hit you as hard as they did, and you still get to hit one.
Oh, I like that one.
Okay.
Still, I take it back. I feel really bad for Chris listening to this.
First of all, as you are hitting them, are you using your weapon or are you just using your hands?
I think I'll just use my hands.
All right, so you're not turning on the Hellfire and hitting them with the sword.
No, not quite yet. Not quite
All
yet.
right, excellent. So go ahead and roll your strength and then add 3 for the damage.
Okay. do. So I got what, 2 successes, and you said I'm adding 3, or just?
Yep, so it's
Okay.
5 total.
Yep.
All right, so you straight up clock the one and he is done. He is going to bed now, but I need you to roll stamina though.
Okay. Brilliant. Oh no, not again. Do I roll anything with stamina?
Nope, straight stamina. Nothing?
No.
You take 4 levels of bashing damage. So that's 4 slashes in your health.
Okie dokie. Thank you.
As-
Sir, may I have another?
As this dude grabs you by your face and bites you on your nose.
I didn't need that anyway. That's fine.
What would you like to do?
I would like to punch him as well.
Excellent. You can hear this over the phone, by the way. Are you
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
try
here.
to-
I hear Kung Fu fighting on the phone. And I was
You
like,
do.
Greg, can you hear me?
Nope.
All right. What would you like to do this round?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just want to clock the other one. I want to
Alright.
knock him out too. That would be.
Go ahead and roll your Dex and martial arts. He's going to try to parry and hit you back. We'll see how that goes.
Five successes.
All
Yeah,
right.
5
So
successes. Math.
he goes to block you.
Mhm.
And you two manage to sort of hit each other at the same time. You can go ahead and roll your strength plus, and then add 2 to it. And then you'll roll your stamina.
So 4.
All
And then
right.
you said add stamina. Sorry.
Oh, then you'll roll your stamina separately.
Okay. So yeah, that was 4. Stamina 1.
1 success on your stamina.
Yep.
So you like move to the side and he catches you in the jaw as you bring your fist across
Mhm.
and you knock him out. But like, as you pull your hand back, you realize you've taken another 2 bashing
Mhm.
and you have 3 of his teeth sticking out of your knuckles.
Oh, that's gonna be used for later when I bash somebody else in. Does that count as like an extra weapon on my hand?
No,
now?
they're bleeding and it hurts and it counts as
Okay.
you probably want to put some peroxide on that. You pick up your phone.
Greg, you need help. Greg.
Slow down. What you need help? You need help?
No, we're fine. What was all that?
I don't know. I was just getting to know some of your locals here. Very interesting people. Are you guys done yet?
We have 2 more locations. Are you okay? Do you need help?
Nah, I'm cool.
Okay. That's all.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Mwah.
Hang up. And I probably just look confused. And I might be blushing a little bit, but I look confused.
As you head to the second location. You get there and you start setting up. I would like each of you to roll a perception alertness roll for me, please.
Ooh. Can I roll my spidey sense instead?
You may roll your spidey sense instead. One success.
All right, we got 5.
All right. You definitely sense there's danger coming.
Like immediate or impending?
Immediate.
Like, okay. Go ahead.
You don't notice this at all, Kai. Daniel, you got 2 or 4? 2. All right, you don't notice either. You look up just in time, Christopher, to warn everyone as 3 elderly women come running out of the antique mall, brandishing various weapons of opportunity at you. One of them has a chair, like a lamp that looks like a leg, like a Christmas story lamp that they're swinging at you. One of them has a butter churner, and one of them has a pin cushion that has had the pins all pushed all the way out the other side in their hand, and they're running up like toward aiming at your eye with it. So butter churner is going for Chris, pin cushion is going for Kai, and Christmas story, shoot your eye out kid is going for Daniel. Chris, you're the only one that's going to be able to respond to this.
Shit.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You were able to yell enough that everybody can react. I
Yeah, yeah.
apologize.
It's- Okay. Is it just
So,
defensive? Like we're responding? to
Yeah,
an
how
ambush,
would you like to
basically?
defend? Yeah.
So I will draw my weapon and I'm going to attempt to parry. What was it? A butter churner? What came at me? Or was that, or was that the lamp? Which one?
You had the butter churner.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to try to parry the butter churner. And if possible,
And
counter.
so if you would imagine like Golden Girls era Estelle Getty swinging a butter churner at you.
So I'll probably have to like kneel a bit to get into position, right? To try to bring it down. But yeah, I'm gonna try to parry and then counter as needed.
All right. So you gonna split your dice pool?
Yes.
All right. What are you using? Athletics to dodge and then martial arts to attack?
Sure, that works. Yeah.
What's the lower of the 2?
My athletics.
Right. Roll that -1 and then split your dice between, or split your successes between block and attack.
Wait, so if, oh, this is a question systematic. I'm not really sure how this goes then. If I choose to just defend, I can't take an action after that.
Right. If you go straight defense, that's your turn.
Okay. Does my action have to be with a weapon then?
No.
Okay, so then I will just use my martial arts to parry, and then I'm going to send her on a trip.
Okay. So
I'm gonna send her on
just
a
roll,
magic ride.
just roll your martial arts -1 then.
Yeah. Difficulty is what? 6?
6.
3.
All right. That's sufficient.
Okay.
You not only do you catch the butter churn, but you like judo throw her over your shoulder like the Hulk, like Captain America fighting the Hulk. You like just old lady goes flying right onto her back. You hear like this cracking sound as she hits the ground, but she then does like a martial arts like kip up.
Right. So this is what I was waiting for. So now I would like to spend a willpower
Okay.
to give her a gentle shove,
Well,
preferably into one of her friends.
we'll have to do that next turn because the other 2 of you also have to choose. Are you going to just straight defend or are you going to defend and counterattack?
I don't have defense really.
Which is the one that lets me do the most damage next turn, because I will not defend if I can Essence Feast.
Oh, if you want to just take it, you could Essence Feast now.
Oh, yeah, we want that.
All right. So you're just going to try to take it?
Yep.
I'll get to you in a second. Gilbert, you were going to try to defend?
I am just gonna attack.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Go ahead and roll stamina for me if you don't mind. You as well, Chaz.
Y'all can beat up. Y'all can beat up seniors in the antique mall. I just want you to realize you're never gonna live this down if they beat you up.
2 8s and a 9.
Take 3 bashing as you take a porcelain leg to the face. Just crack right across the face, like with the high heel.
Fragile.
Like the heel comes off as they bust you in your shit and you take 3 bashing. Go ahead and roll stamina for me if you don't mind there, Chaz.
That's a 1.
That's 1 success, huh?
1 success, yeah. Because I only have 1 stamina, so.
We all took a martial arts class when we were kids.
You take 6 bashing.
Oh,
As she runs up with the, what did I give her?
A pincushion.
The pincushion. Yeah. So she runs up and like stabs you like in the face, like in the eye with the pincushion. It's painful.
Yeah.
It's unpleasant. Would you prefer to take 6 bashing or 3 lethal?
let's do 3 lethal.
All right, excellent. As she pulls the pincushion back, you all notice a string of gore go from Kai's eye socket to her hand.
He's gonna kill that poor lady.
Oh yeah, that was always a plan.
Yeah.
Kai, what would you like to do in retaliation?
So Essence Feast means I can feast on all of them. And I get to choose any lesser vampire abilities. So I would like to, where are you?
The Healy one.
Yeah, Leech Vitality on all of them. And one thing I didn't notice last time was that every success also deals 1 lethal damage to them. So like if I kill them, I kill them. Like this is what's
All
happening.
right. You have to touch them though.
Essence Vitality lets me use it in any
Oh, right, because you've got, yeah.
anyone within 40 yards of me.
Yep, that's right. All right, so go ahead and spend a will. Give me a willpower difficulty 8. No, 7.
7? Okay. Seven.
Okay, you have 7 health levels of damage to divide up between 3 people. 2 of which you know at least, or 1 of which you know has at least a few health levels of damage.
I want to focus on the one that like stuck my eye out, and then once
Mhm.
she's dead, just like move on to
So
the
you're gonna
next.
just kill her ass. Just she drops.
Yeah.
All right, that leaves you 3 left. How would you like to break them up?
Who was the one that already has damage on him?
The one that's laying at Chris's feet.
Yeah, that one.
All right, she drops dead as well, and you heal all your damage. Congratulations.
Whew, feeling it's been a while
Right?
since I could do that.
Right? You 3. Yes, yeah, you heal, and you gain 2 willpower in the process. Congratulations.
Oh, nice.
As these 2 women drop dead.
I've seen this before.
Daniel.
I would love to just do just punch to the solar plex,
All
if
right,
at all possible.
go ahead and roll it. She's not defending, she's got stamina to go on.
What is the what am I looking for on dice roll?
6s.
Copy.
That's
That's
looking at
3.
All right, go ahead and roll your stamina or strength plus 3.
Strength plus 3.
Yeah, so roll your strength and then add 3 successes.
That'll be 5 with the plus 3.
All right, so you punch her in the solar plexus and you feel, imagine if you punch like a piñata,
Oh no.
like how you feel like all of just the plaster give underneath. And like you feel it hit a meaty chunk that has some like pushback to it a little bit. And you're reasonably certain that you just punched her in her solar plexus, broke her sternum, and stopped her heart as she drops to the ground, unmoving.
Can't believe you killed her, Daniel. How could you do that?
We should leave. I can't process this right now, and I'm gonna go back to the car.
No.
We have nothing to do.
You get your ass in the antique shop. You, I pointed Kai. So unnecessary.
I mean, you can't see it now because it's all heals, but before it really hurt.
I'm gonna head into the antique store.
Measured response. Measured response. Okay. We workshop this.
Measured
Two
my
words.
response.
Shut up, Daniel. Measured response.
Okay, we did, but like tonight is not a measured response night. Okay, my emotions are running high. Meg's back. We're about to die, but I can only be calm for so
I'm
long.
going to calm him down. I'm going to insert very calming thoughts into his mind. Very calming thoughts.
Go ahead and spend a willpower point and roll persuasion and manipulation, probably.
I'm just going to use telepathy.
I mean, does telepathy, do you have like a calming, like a project calm power?
Yeah, it's 4, I think, right?
Oh, all right. Then yeah, willpower difficulty.
Let me double check. I'm pretty
Seven?
sure it's just like you can insert thoughts, subconscious thoughts, blah, blah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So willpower 7.
We're just gonna try to chill you out a little bit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like this is not the first time you've done that. Like he's receptive to your like calming thoughts.
I know we workshop this. I'm trying to 4 successes. So I'm trying.
Excellent. You get a little mellow. And go ahead and give me that ritual roll for me there.
And just, Travis, my nature and demeanor did both change.
What is your nature, by the way?
My nature is guardian now.
Oh, well, I would say that you can probably fulfill all your willpower.
And my demeanor is now director, if you hadn't
and-
noticed.
I did notice. What's your nature there, Pesto?
It is contrary.
I don't know if you've really had an opportunity to be contrary per se yet, so no worries there. Anybody else low on willpower?
Like mid
What's your nature?
primordial or nature essentialist.
Oh yeah, you've been just having a grand old time. So
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
go ahead. You have not been resisting temptation.
That's not what we do now.
So I would let you go ahead and regain all your willpower.
Yes.
All right, what you got for that ritual roll there?
I haven't made it yet because I just didn't know yet.
Difficulty 9.
As we walk back into the antique mall, I'll kind of put like an arm on, put a hand on Kai's shoulder and be like, okay, so when this is over, we have to figure out who they are, what their families are. We're not going to issue formal apologies. We are just going to help them through their grief.
Yes.
3
Help them
successes.
through their grief.
All right, 10 minutes in and you're still working it. You're feeling like it's resisting you. Give me another roll if you don't mind.
Same roll.
Yep. As you continue working the magic, fighting against the clear will of these demons.
I will lend Daniel some juice once we're inside.
How will you lend Daniel juice?
You said we could add willpower to we could spend willpower to do the ritual thing, right?
Last session, yes.
Not this session.
I'm not letting you do that this session.
Okay. Then no, I will lend
Sorry,
you
my
moral
cat's
support.
being-
That's all I got, baby.
It's another 3 successes then.
Excellent. After 20 minutes of work, you have sealed the second. All that's left is the cemetery.
It's getting more difficult.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just give me a quick martial arts roll if you don't mind there. Pesto.
just fighting.
Tony Rock punched again.
We're all having a grand old time, like just up out on the town. Pesto's fighting for her fucking life.
All right.
Hasn't brought the sword yet.
You after they drop the second ward, you take out another 3 of the residents who have lost their shit. Are you fighting to debilitate or are you fighting to kill?
Just debilitate.
All right. You manage to take out 3 of them. You don't suffer any damage in the process.
Can I still look for a band-aid?
You absolutely can look for a band-aid.
Far out.
And the rest of you arrive at the cemetery.
Okay. Measured response.
I'm feeling
One of the
good.
graves starts to rumble as
Yep,
you
fuck
see a
that. Fuck
hand
Magic
shoot
Response.
up.
okay.
I'm gonna go immediately start doing the- start
Now?
doing the fucking-
The undead are an exception to
I'm gonna start doing
the
the- I'm gonna immediately start doing the ritual.
You're gonna start doing the ritual as the dead are rising.
Absolutely.
we
I'm
can
I'm
handle
not-
this. This
Yeah,
is
we got
fine. We can actually
right.
help here.
I am not equipped to fight this.
Everybody roll initiative.
I leave my jacket in the car.
Remind me again what the initiative.
A
rolls
D10
are.
add your wits plus dex.
Copy. Oh shit.
8 to 10, 14.
8.
Also 14.
All right, let's get that ritual roll first.
Copy.
And why don't you go ahead and roll, get in on this too, Pesto.
Holy shit. Difficulty still 9?
Yes.
That's okay, that's not as good as I thought. That's a 4.
4 successes, beautiful. And what would you like to do, Christopher? Because you went on the 13 as well?
So one of the graves is what is anything happening yet? Or is it
3
just
of the graves are rising. People are like corpses are getting up out of them.
all right? First one, I will roll up my sleeves. And I don't have to reach out anymore, but I want to this time. I haven't reached out and touched anything in a long time, so I'm gonna give this thing a real good like grab on the face as I'm gonna help it out of its grave and slam it repeatedly into the gravestone behind it until it explodes.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me a let's do a strength and brawl probably, or strength and martial arts.
Psychokinesis, actually.
Oh, that'll work too.
Just double checking. 10s don't do anything crazy, do they?
Do you have a specialty?
Not in anything I'm using now.
Okay, then no. Otherwise, it would be 2 successes.
Damn.
I can spend willpower on this for extra successes, right? How many am I allowed? Just one?
Yes, 1.
Okay. So 8.
Excellent. You explode this zombie's head on the back of the, like, you don't really have to hit it more than, like, you just yank it completely out of the ground, just and splat. And there's just zombie giblets everywhere.
I look at Kai, your move.
It is Kai's move. What would you like to do?
I want to wait until like a head pops up and run up and just like punt it.
Give me a Dex martial arts roll, please.
Uh-huh.
This is what we actually do for fun, by the way.
Just drunken nights of de-stressing.
4.
On naughty things, yes.
All right, so you run up and you kick, and its lower jaw comes off, and its head snaps back, but its head snaps forward again. And it's still alive,
Right.
but it's like biting at you, but it doesn't have a lower jaw, so it's just kind of like at you. It's not very effective.
I didn't put my foot back. That was my problem this time. That was my fault. I'll get it next time.
Follow
And
through,
Pe-
Kai. Follow through.
And Pesto, you're being jumped by 2 more of the people. Go ahead and give me a Dex and martial arts roll if you don't mind.
We're gonna come
Sure.
back and Gray just gonna be sitting on a
Are
pile
you
of bodies.
still fighting to debilitate, or are you going to use that hellfire ritual?
Just debilitate.
All right.
4.
All right, you take a bashing, but you do manage to take out the next wave of assailants.
Take a bash.
And the last zombie is going to reach out and lunge forward, but not quite make it to where the ritual is going on. Gilbert, give me another roll on that ritual. I think you're muted, buddy.
That is 1 success.
Excellent. So that brings us to a total of 5.
Yes.
All right. You're still going to be going for a while. while he continues going, you can see the zombie is lunging forward. So what would you like to do, Christopher?
I'm going to give it my best snap in twain. We're going to go with a little bit more of the same, but instead of up and back, we're going to go that way.
Give me a willpower roll.
What's dead should stay dead. 5.
All right, you grab it and oh, this is the one that's already got its face kicked off. So
Yeah.
you grab it and twist it in half. Like wring it out like a towel, and it just empties its guts into the floor.
I will point at the one that's trying to make its way to Daniel.
All right, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna run over and like stick my hand in his back to grab his spine and kind of throw it away.
Just like
It's gonna-
Story of Ricky at this point. Just
Still
reach in.
just punches a hole in it and like waves through it.
All right, go ahead and give me a strength in martial arts or dex in martial arts, whichever you prefer.
2.
Okay, let's see. It's got no successes because it already rolled. So you reach in and grab it by its back. You've got a hold of it, but it's still got some fight in it. So it's going to swipe around and try to bite you. That is 2 successes. So you're going to go ahead and take 4 lethal as it bites your hand.
Okay, I'm no longer calm. The next person I see, I'm gonna drain him again.
Excellent.
You should just drain
Uh,
this thing.
I don't know if I can drain dead things.
That brings us back to the top of the order. I assume you're continuing with your ritual. All right, Christopher.
So he's got this thing by the spine and it reached around and bit him.
Yeah, it like reached up, grabbed, and like pulled him forward. So he's got a hand in its back, and like his face is right here, and it's like biting on his neck.
We're
So
close.
I will run up and I will insert the blade between the two of them and just pull it toward me by its neck.
Okay, go ahead and make a dex and martial arts roll, please. It's grappled with another opponent, so your difficulty is 5.
Love it. Give me that head. 3.
All right, you stab it. Go ahead and roll your strength plus, and then add 5 to it.
Difficulty 6.
Yep.
Okay. So you said add 5, so that's 6.
All right, you run up and like bring your hand around and put the knife straight through its throat, and as you pull back to pull it away, its head just comes off like a hot knife through butter. The final seal slams shut. In the snap of the fingers, the people that are inside at the residents that are freaking out all just fall over. Like Chitauri at the end of the Avengers, just drop.
Great. Do it.
What are y'all doing?
Well, it went really well the last time, so I'm going to clean my blade off again. And as I put it away, I will take up my phone and I'll call Gray and Brace.
I want to send him a selfie with me and the bodies.
You pick up your phone to call and you see the selfie.
There's like 15 people like knocked up.
Right. It's just a pile of knocked out motherfuckers.
I'm just gonna send a picture of, I'll take a picture of one of the gravestones, right? Like, are we bringing any of them here?
I'm gonna send a really confusing emoji of a of thumbs up, but with like a sick face for some reason.
I think we need
Just
to,
a-
I think we need to get
It's
back.
happening.
It looks like Gray had to incapacitate everybody.
Yeah, I kind of said that would happen.
So is everything good in there, Daniel?
We're done here.
All right. I will go get my jacket out of the car and then get in the car.
All right, what are you doing while you're waiting for them to get back, Ray?
I would love to not be this hurt. I want to look cooler than that. So yeah, can I bandage myself up at all?
Yeah, do you have any actual healing power?
What does that mean exactly? Are you looking
Like
for? I can
any healing
imagine
magic?
I do.
Otherwise, yeah, you can roll intelligence and medicine to try to do first.
That's
aid
what I would
on
like to
yourself.
do.
Don't forget
Intelligence.
to
and medicine.
remove dice for your injury penalty.
Oh, that sounds sucky. Gotcha. I'm with you. I'm there. Two successes.
All right, you bandage yourself up. You're fairly certain you're not like bleeding. You're not losing any health. You're stabilized. The rest of you arrive back at the house. The doors have been opened. You're able to get in.
I will I'll immediately go to where we left Gray and the residents.
Yeah, everyone that lives there that's not one of you is unconscious at this point.
Well, we should probably get them all back to their rooms. Are you okay, Gray?
Sharpening my sword.
I appreciate your restraint.
Good.
Kai, you want to give me a hand?
Yeah, I probably won't feed on him right now.
Please.
Yeah, I'll try. No.
What are the rest of you doing?
Looking
we-
for Meg.
You go up and you find Meg is in one of the bedrooms. John's laying in the bed. She's sitting next to him.
How is he?
Not great. He's unconscious. I don't know if he's going to wake up.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
How was everything here?
Oh, I think the wards will hold. I think we're in good shape. I did some Googling. She tosses you like a little nightstand notebook that's got some web addresses written down in it. Those are places you can hire to come pour cement.
Once we finish putting all the people away, I'm gonna go look for John and Meg and them.
You find them up there. Are the rest of you going up there as well?
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, John's asleep. He's like every breath is like a rattle. Meg says, I feel like I am interrupting here. So if we're good,
We're not.
Oh yeah, no, you're not going anywhere, Meg.
I'm gonna put my hand on John, and I'm going to attempt to reach out to whatever is left of his.
sure, go ahead and make a willpower roll. Are you going into subconscious then?
Well, I'll check conscious first, and then subconscious. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing there conscious.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your roll difficulty 8.
4. Oh shit! No, 6. Sorry, I lied. And 10s.
Yeah, you connect with his mind. He seems to be sitting in a sort of, what was the style house, Chaz?
Oh, that like Caribbean mansion-esque house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's sitting on the couch in the house.
I will take my shoes off and walk like up the beach to the door. This is Chaz's place or Kai's
Yeah.
place?
Yeah, it's Guy's place.
Okay. I'm assuming that I've been in here before then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I will tap on the screen, slide it open.
He waves you in.
As good a place as any, I suppose.
No, I helped him build it.
The wards have been rebuilt.
Good.
You gave us the right idea, John.
Well, in the end, I guess that's all that matters, except the whole not saving myself from imminent destruction bit.
Well, I don't know. I feel like while some of us might be a little less inclined to stick our necks out, I wouldn't count Daniel out for you yet. There's still people in your corner. It's nice to know that you're not totally lost. You did show up.
Well, I appreciate the people in my corner, but I'm really just kind of hanging around here to say a final goodbye or two.
Do you want
I
to talk to them?
was, what's it?
Do you want to talk to them?
I suppose.
All right. I will I'll reach out to the others.
Is anyone resisting this connection? The others just mean everyone but Meg, I assume?
Oh yeah, I'm not bringing that demon in here. You kidding me?
No, there is a room specifically to contain Meg.
Yeah, I'm not bringing her in here through my head. Okay.
Right. That's fair.
No, you got your own door for that. No, I bring my friends.
All right, you all appear in this in this living room.
I resist.
You resist, okay. You don't appear. The rest of you do. John says, thank you for your work. I was trying very hard to avoid this, but some things even magic can't do.
How long do you think you have, John?
Oh, I'm fading. I can feel it.
Meg said she can get you to sunrise.
She did, but she's gonna need her strength. She's hurt a lot worse than she's letting on.
She won't be needing her strength for much longer, John.
Maybe I'm in a sentimental mood, given all the givens, but she didn't have to come back here and do any of this. She didn't have to stop me from what I was doing. She didn't have to tell you what was going on. She didn't have to prevent what probably would have wound up being a hell of a disaster. Now, does that earn her forgiveness? No, it's not ours to give, probably, but maybe it should earn some leniency. But you'll figure it out. I've done my best to teach you up. And hopefully some of it stuck.
More than I'd like to admit.
Take care of the place, and she's got the right of it. I should have just bricked the whole damn thing up. But no regrets. That's what ends up pinning you here.
Any wishes for your remains?
Yeah, salt and burn them.
Just thought I'd check.
He looks past you and says, I think my ride's here.
Why are you for me to get in your way?
You did good.
Can always do more, John. And we can always do better.
No, we can't. And with that, he disappears.
Well, I mean, with that, I mean, if he disappears, then we're stuck in we're in the domain still, right? But Kai's
Yeah,
not
you're
in
in-
here, so I need to go.
This
This is not my house. So we all leave.
All right. You all pop out. And just in time to you witness, Meg like squeezing John's hand as he lets out a death rattle. And his body goes limp.
That's on you too.
And Meg says, well, no good deed goes unpunished, I suppose. So what do you have in mind?
I'd like to say something before anything happens here. John, for all his faults, did have a point. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I give any shits about what happens to your demon form. But your host, knowing the shit that you did, willingly walked your ass here to help us. And whether or not that was of your volition or whether she convinced you to, I think you owe us an opportunity to ask her what we should do with you.
Oh, you want to talk to my host unimpeded?
So why don't you take a back seat and get some rest while we figure out what needs to happen here? Because
Sure.
if things just go, if things just happen, I'm afraid that we might make the kind of mistake that John made at our age.
All right, tell you what, I'm more than willing to either take a nap or hop into something else that you can hold me in for a moment, I guess. But the longer I'm not in the driver's seat, the worse she's going to get. So just be aware of that.
We'll be as gentle as possible.
Her eyes roll back in her head and she slumps for a second and sits
will-
up and starts coughing like right away. Oh,
I
sorry.
I help her into the bed next to John.
Hey.
Evening.
She starts like losing control of her limbs.
I will do my best to soothe her, to give her as much, I guess, like cognitive ambulatory function as I can.
Okay.
Um,
Go ahead and make a willpower roll, difficulty 8.
I'll spend a will too. 5.
All right. She is completely cogent and able to communicate with you mentally. You immediately realize that she's too sick to form like words.
When I find her in her mind,
Mhm.
I will simply reach my hand out to her and say, it's going to take everything I have to give you a voice and ears. But I would ask you to listen and be honest.
You got it.
I will take her hand and I will basically just act as a conduit. So
Okay.
I stop speaking, I stop responding. I probably look to the group with whatever she's got.
She says, you have questions, I bet.
Oh, Chris is doing that weird shit again. Yeah. Why are we hosting a demon now?
I wasn't in much of a position to say no when she asked.
Okay. If you were in a position to say no,
I would have made a very terrible mistake.
so let's say we can somehow get you in a position to say no. Would you want to stop hosting a demon?
Now? No. Are you kidding me? No.
What if we can fix you?
Fix
Yeah.
me. No, no, you don't understand. You don't understand everything she's been through.
We don't.
And I don't either, but I do know. Look, if you think you can fix me and get her out of me, and you think that's what you have to do, I can't stop you.
I'm not talking about exorcising her from you. I'm talking about curing your cancer.
She can't.
She's a part of a group of demons that all have specialties. In my research, you know of 3 that could possibly take care of what you need.
Okay. I mean, cool. That leaves her in the cold, though.
You need to be sick for you to be her host.
Wait, are you telling me? Are you telling me that you're going to cure me and let me and her walk out of here?
I'm going to cure you. What happens next is up to her.
I'm willing to try it, but I want you to understand that I am happy right now.
I mean, so was Reginald. So happy
I-
is that's
I get it, but I also know enough about about the situation with Reginald to know Reginald was being fed a false reality.
What happens
I
if you
am
die?
acutely aware of what goes on. What happens if I die?
what-
I
To her.
can't while she's in here.
who were you before you got sick? Just a shot in the dark.
Before I got sick,
Yeah, like you said, you're acutely aware. Like, were you acutely aware before you met with
no,
Meg there?
no, I was a college student. I just had a bad luck.
You don't need to explain yourself to us. We've all been there.
Well, I mean, I got bone marrow cancer. She came to me in the ward. I was at UW, just barely hanging on to life.
So long as you're her host, you can't die.
Pretty much. I mean, if she gets, I could, from what she told me, enough massive sudden trauma would probably do it. But I'm not going to die of natural causes while she's in here.
That's all I have. Kai, Gray, anything else?
My answer. Apparently, she likes being friends with the demon. So it's not fuck all I can do.
Well, no, it's not that I like being friends with a demon. It's that I really truly do believe she wants to be an angel again.
Do you believe that's possible?
I have faith.
I don't. But I won't punish anyone else for my quote unquote lack of faith.
Thank you for your honesty and being candid. You can rest again. If Christopher is listening, we're through here.
Do I feel like I'm sure she was being honest, but like, do I feel all that?
Go ahead and give me a perception empathy roll.
I would love to. Difficulty is
6.
4.
So you're connected to her intimately enough to get some pretty staggering insight into this bond.
I'm not asking
Um,
questions. I'm letting the answers come to me as she talks, I guess.
Right.
You're asking the questions.
I mean, she ultimately is content with her situation. Is she scared about having a demon in her? Absolutely. But is she comfortable with Megara? Have they worked out something? Yes. Is she being honest? Yes. Is she being manipulated? No.
So the essence of my being is questing. And so I feel like in my, do I feel like this search for redemption is like essential to her? Like not even just Meg, but to her host. Like, does she believe that this is something she has to do, that she has to help Meg with?
Oh yeah, you can definitely, you can make a very clear, almost surface level connection in her mind that the only reason, like as far as she's concerned, the only reason she lived through the cancer and is alive right now is to facilitate this. Like this
So
was God coming to her and saying,
I guess,
you're going to be my vessel, my instrument of redemption.
so would it be out of line to assume that we are of the same essence then? Myself and Meg.
No, it wouldn't be out of line to assume.
Okay. I will do my best to extend my gratitude to her before I tell her she might want to give Meg the reins again before I leave.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a beat with Meg before I exit.
All right. As she fades away, everything kind of like dies around you in the mindscape. And you see again the tall blonde woman, but this time instead of full feathery wings, she has like skeletal bone wings. Her face is elongated slightly oddly. Her eyes are black.
So we truly meet for the first time, eh?
This is me with all the trappings and trimmings shaved away. This is my current natural state. Yeah.
She believes in you, you know, more than any person should.
Definitely more than I deserve, and I do know. And I'm doing my best to not let that down.
I generally would never do this. But I'm going to make you a deal, Meg.
Oh, that's interesting. Please.
It's quite simple, really. I'm not going to give you anything. You're going to help us, the people of Lodi, these people here. You're going to come with us when we relocate. You're going to join our efforts. We're going to help you find a way to redemption, but you're going to do the work.
I've heard worse deals.
And in return, I will do my best to make sure Kai doesn't annihilate you from existence. Can't make any guarantees, though. He's a wild one.
I'll do my best to not do anything annihilatable.
If Daniel cures your host's cancer, your relationship might change, but like I said, she wants to give you a way out.
Look, if she can get better, maybe there's somebody else that needs my help.
I'll see myself out.
Appreciate it. Shut the light off on your way out.
I will come to. Yeah.
All right. She like drops immediately into sleep, like heavy snoring sleep, though her limbs like regain strength and like straighten back out.
So seems we've come to something resembling an agreement, assuming the parties here are okay with it. She's going to stay with us. She's going to help. She's going to work. She's going to watch. And God willing, find a way out of the hell that she got thrown into. I didn't make her any promises. And in my feel free to correct me, Daniel, but when one makes a deal with a demon and that demon offers up their service without payment, is there a more binding contract?
Oh, there's not to my knowledge. No.
Self-sacrifice isn't really their nature. Maybe the fuckers can't change. I walk out of the room.
Excellent. Does anybody else have anything else they would like to do?
Uh, just an epilogue, if you, and I mean, by all means, let me know how it turns out. I am going to. I can't cure the host's cancer, but with the knowledge of the Ars Goetia, I did miss my test this year, so I am going to summon, bind, ward against the Duke of Hell, the Par, who is capable of healing any disease.
Okay, that's going to be a difficulty 9.
Copy.
You're going to need 10 successes.
Copy. Oh God.
Yeah, that's fine. We're good.
This
You
is
got
all-
this.
Not doing this in the fucking house. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing this in my house with Meg. That way, if anything does go wrong, it's just me and her that does.
With Meg? No, we're not leaving Meg with you. Oh, fuck
She's
that.
gotta be. She's gotta be there.
Someone here will bring Meg over.
So are you going to babysit during this then, Kai?
I don't think Kai's gonna leave Meg alone ever. That's my
No,
guess.
I was actually thinking
I
the same
can-
thing because like I don't want to kill her, but like
I can tell you right
She's
off the
still
bat.
has
Right
it.
now, it's not 10 successes, but it is high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's. I wish I if I was smart, I would have done something during character creation. That's 6 successes.
Okay,
So-
you can keep it going. It's a ritual.
Now,
Just
I-
give
Yeah,
me,
I
give
would
me
love
a
to.
give me another roll.
My thoughts are, since Kai now has a captive audience who literally can't leave, who he can basically leech off of
At
for
will, yeah.
eternity,
Yeah.
and who can't really fight back. I feel like he's fine. I think that's
And like remember, like as vicious as he is still like empathetic and like he feels bad for, not for her, like fuck her, but he feels bad for her host. So he'll like grow to understand possibly Meg or
Yeah,
just
that's-
feature.
That's the sticky thing about Demon the Fallen demons, isn't it?
yeah, they're fucking angels.
I mean, honestly, if I was like 2 more injured, I would have just like drained through the whole thing because
that's fair.
hunger are
That I got three 10s and a 9. That brings me to 10 successes total.
All right, so it's about a 20-minute ritual for you to summon. When you summon him, he makes it abundantly clear to you that you don't possess the power to compel him to heal her, and he will not do it because she belongs in hell. And if you don't release her, he's going to wear your skin back into the pit.
What if you had what she had?
Are you offering to summon me out of hell and give me a host?
In exchange for her being able to have the choice to not be a host? Absolutely.
Who's the host?
Me.
Done.
Yes! Daniel. MVP.
Awesome. So Daniel has been now possessed by a Duke of Hell. That won't end poorly.
No, absolutely not. But she's cured. She's got a choice now.
Chris, can I drain Daniel now? Is that fair?
This is the epilogue. I don't care what happens now.
Oh no.
No, I don't know where we are. I don't know what the thing is here. So I don't know
We'll
when
say
I don't know when that
this will
happens.
be like weeks
That's-
later.
yeah.
And
So then I can tell you what the plan is for the building.
sure.
So we are indeed going to condemn it, brick it, put up a foundation, put up another foundation, and basically find ways to render it. If it's a historic, can we get it registered to like a historical site? Perhaps?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just build a statue on it. I'll commission a statue to be built of John. Why not? Why not?
Sure. Aw, that's special.
So that's gonna be, well, plus I have to also, so because of this, I have to reallocate resources anyway. So like I have to find a way to acquire the church and the antique shop and the fucking cemetery. So there's going to be a lot of resource juggling and manipulating people emotionally. Okay, that's gonna be my job for like the next year and a half.
I
Is
love it.
taking over fucking Lodi, so that people can't break this shit again.
And what about for Gray? Any last thoughts or words or questions or comments or complaints or concerns from Gray?
Back to his little apartment.
Just back to the peaceful life. Showed up,
Mhm.
kicked a few asses, went back home. I love it.
Yes, sir.
So much ass.
Awesome. Well, I think that's where we will wrap up our little adventure in the world of M20 Sorcerer. Any questions, comments, complaints, or concerns?
God damn it, Daniel.
Why is it every time I bring demons in, somebody's got to just fling themselves into the pit?
I'm I have no regrets. I'm when I was in, like I built this character to be when he was young, like me when I was in high school. And when I was in high school, I did a lot of digging into the Ars Goetia and demonology in and of itself. So when you brought up the Lesser Key of Solomon, I'm at all the bites.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed. Any questions, comments, complaints, or concerns before we wrap up?
No, that was great. The system is everything I hoped it would be. Big fan of everything that you did. Round of applause for Mr. Legge.
Thank you. Thank
Awesome.
you. It was
Awesome
all
job.
credit to my amazing team. I hired well and then got out of the way.
So yeah, great stuff.
Well, thank you. Yeah, if you're watching this at home, go pick up Sorcerer. It's a gold bestseller last time I looked, which
That was
is pretty
quick.
nice.
Holy shit.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Holy shit.
I'm
dropped
very,
like-
very pleased.
Like 2 weeks ago, right? Not even.
Yeah, it's not even officially like it's still in
It's like
errata.
you can't even get like a book yet.
Right. It's still
That's
in errata.
awesome.
So awesome. Yeah. Thank you all so much for supporting it. But on that bright shiny note, let's have everybody go ahead and tell us your pertinent details, and we'll start things off with the star of tonight's show. That would be Daniel. Please give us our pertinence. You have if I was giving out XP tonight, you'd get all of it.
I didn't fucking do anything. I just made bad choices.
I love bad choices. They're my favorite thing.
Best choices.
Fair. I am Gilbert Ramos, he, him, playing Daniel Ortiz, also he, him. I don't think this makes him a sorcerer anymore. I'm pretty sure he's
You're a
just
demon.
Yeah,
now.
Demon the Fallen. Fantastic. I'd like to echo Echo's sentiment. This is fucking fantastic. This was my introduction into anything that even related to Mage, and this was awesome. So thank you, Travis, and thank you everyone else who was willing to play and such. This was quite the experience. You can find me over on twitch.tv/rolling nomads. We do Vampire the Masquerade V5. We're running a Sabbat game every Friday at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We can also find us on Sundays running a Vampire the Masquerade V5 game that is turned into a nightmare. And that is closing out soon. So we're going to be doing our own little epilogues and such very shortly. And that's every Sunday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then also on Sundays, starting this upcoming weekend, we're jumping back into our Scion 2nd Edition Chronicle over on twitch.tv/Onyx Path.
Yeah.
We're doing Scion Godsead Season 2. We've got dragons, we got mythos, we got titans, we got gods. This is gonna be fucking awesome. I'm very excited to see the Titan dynamic. Me personally, you can find me everywhere at Ramos the Nomad. That's TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, all the social media things. I am at Ramos the Nomad, and it's been awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for throwing all the great spanners into my works. I appreciate it. Speaking of throwing spanners in my works, Kai, please give us your pertinent details.
Hi, so I am Chaz playing Kai, who is, I think, officially now the caretaker of Meg. Until Daniel gets possessed by a demon, and that's a whole other thing that's happening. I'm a drop in. I've dropped in on the Onyx Path. I've dropped in to Gilbert's channel. I just drop in every once in a while. I promised Travis 4 years ago now, holy shit, that I would get Twitter, and so I will fulfill that promise at some point, and you'll be able to find me at that Twitter, but that promise is not today.
Very well. That's fair. I'll allow it. Thank you for being here. And
Thank you for having me.
being here
Always,
for
this is
so many years.
always so fun.
I appreciate it. And speaking of people who've been here for so many years, Pesto, please give us your pertinence.
Oh, hello. I am Pesto Mystic. I Twitch on occasions, tweet on occasions, and I was playing Gray tonight. My kind of guy. This was a lot of fun, man, and I liked it. It was like all the mechanics in the book like made sense for me, and I love watching all of these characters. Maybe a little bit too much, just sitting back and watching, but man, it was a lot of fun watching everybody play. And I cannot wait to see where that whole demon thing is going on with Daniel. So that'd be
Perhaps one of
cool.
these days we'll dive back in and revisit with some Demon the Fallen.
I'm gonna be a problem.
I know a guy who's been putting together the 20th anniversary edition version of the rules on Storyteller's Vault. Just saying. So maybe I'll break that out one of these days. But we would do that probably on my channel. We'll see. We'll see. Stay tuned. Pay attention. Follow all these beautiful people on social media and we'll find out. Did you have fun though?
Oh gosh, yes.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's always good to spend time with you. And last but most certainly not least, Christopher, your pertinence.
Hi, Leco Rodriguez playing Christopher Garcia. I am a personal trainer, and at this point, I consider myself kind of the sticky ghost on the walls of anything Onyx Path related now. I just keep finding my way in, and they keep being gracious enough to let me play on their streams with some of the best people I've met online, including the people here, people elsewhere.
Thank you.
So no, it's been a great time. You can find me on Twitter at Team Leco, TEAMLECO. More to come later as far as this stuff goes. We've come a long way from Denny's, and yet
I would say so.
some things still remain the fucking same. So there's always going to be opportunities for players to rope themselves repeatedly, and there's always players willing to take that rope. So thank you, Gilbert, for taking the rope. Thank you, Pesto, for I don't know how. Okay, so generally speaking, like I've never seen someone convey so much in complete silence, but that was amazing.
It was glorious.
It was very good.
I was like, is she just gonna be quiet? And I was like, oh, wait a minute, that's the thing.
I love the emojis. Even the texting was good.
Like I personally felt like I was inconveniencing Gray by calling. Like I felt like I had committed the worst social faux pas possible. Obviously I see Gilbert all the time. It's always a pleasure to play with Chaz. I'm looking forward to bringing him in on other stuff as well. So it's always, one of my favorite wild cards to play with. And Travis, obviously we're not going anywhere. Ride or die. So keep it going. Sorcerer is awesome. Mage is awesome. Yeah, let's keep making shit. This is cool.
Thank you so much. I will do my best to continue to make shit. I've had a wonderful time bringing Sorcerer to life, both as a book and on this stream. I want to thank you all so much for taking the time. Both those of you who are sharing the screen with me and those of you who are watching this at home. I want to remind you, go pick up Sorcerer, please, and tell all your friends to do the same. Leave ratings, reviews, tell us what you think. And I want to remind you to wash your hands, wear a mask, take care of yourselves and each other, and hug your loved ones. You never know. Tomorrow is not promised to any of us. So please make sure that you're sharing your love with the people that are in your life today.
Yeah, you can't always invite demons over to cure your cancer.
It's true. That is not a common.
But you can
occurrence.
fucking try. All right.
This stream does not endorse you trying.
I don't recommend demonology. Just go see a doctor. Doctor, then pray. That would be my recommendation. At any rate, until then, take care of yourselves and each other. We'll see you again real soon. Bye.